go, let's go.
Hello, welcome. It feels like it's been a really long time. And it has, actually. It has, hasn't
does.
it? Because we didn't do Friday.
We didn't have Friday.
Yeah. Extra
Hi,
long
birthday
time.
cake. Hello, soup. Hello, Mason.
Soup and birthday cake. Amazing.
Yes. Oh, God. Doing Ace Attorney on Thursday night. Thursday night didn't even feel real. Thursday night felt like an acid trip.
I'm still unconvinced on what day of the week anything is.
Me as well. I thought today was Monday the entire time, to be honest.
Yeah,
and then I remembered, oh, I'm at work. I don't have work on Mondays.
I am.
So it can't be Monday.
Only a quarter of
a baguette and a tall glass of milk.
Where happened to the other 3/4?
Maybe that's all that was left.
I will say, Mars, I do have my Chingshou on my desk with his little
Yay!
thing. I do wish there was an easier way to change the tiles.
My way is I just hold the month dice in place. I hold the first dice in place if the first number is staying the same, and I just dump out the other two and flip them.
I had put the little link click trinkets on his desk, so I have to like take those off.
I still have to open my merch bag. My folks were interested in seeing it, but I was too damn tired last night. I hope you guys enjoyed the Kim Possible watch.
It was
I'm gonna have to catch up on those on my own
episodes.
time.
Some very good Ron episodes.
Oh, now I really gotta watch them.
We're really in the season of Ron here, it feels like.
Birthday cake, why did you take soup spaghetti?
Dipping it in the milk. This sounds incredibly French. I'm not a bread person.
It does.
So I have to say,
hello, John.
This is a foreign act to me. I went
It doesn't sound bad, though, because milk bread is a thing.
Yeah, but I guess to me it does sound bad, because I don't like the idea of milk bread outside of, like, French toast, you know? I could get behind some French
Just
toast.
a you thing, soup? I mean,
but, like,
I'm gonna be honest. You've intrigued me. I'm gonna try it the next time I have a baguette and I have some cold milk. I want to see. I want to experience.
I'm gonna have to decline that experience, I think. I was gonna say something else, though. I've lost it.
I don't know what it could possibly be.
Oh, I went to a Japanese-style convenience store today.
Ooh.
And got lots of stuff.
Chocolate-covered bacon.
See, chocolate-covered bacon is
soup,
good.
I'm gonna have to draw the line there. I'm gonna have to draw the line at pizza crust and milk.
Oh, yes. I'm like, chocolate-covered bacon is not the line.
No, that's not a line. That's not a line. The line is pizza crust and milk. That's the line. That's too far. But respect if you eat it.
I
don't know. I don't really do any weird food combinations because I'm like kind of particular about textures and flavors.
I think the one...
It's a struggle.
I'm trying to think of the ones that confuse people the most. Potato chips in pickle juice. The plain, just salt potato chips. You dip that in pickle juice. Amazing. Now, again, we're not letting them get soggy.
Bad. That sounds like it would complement
it's fantastic.
It very nicely.
Love that. Also, this is something I wouldn't say like I do often. It is something I did like mostly as a child because I do not like I do not like tomato sauce. And so I would do it often as a child to eat pasta with ranch dressing. But to that effect, I mean, it literally is just a way to consume ranch, if we're being completely honest. You know, like, there's not, like, I have been called a big heathen for that. Not approved, is what I would say.
But that's not even the worst I've ever heard.
But,
like, it could have been so much worse.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
and like I said, I can't recall the last time I even did that, you know? Okay, soup. I love milk. I am big milk fan. This stuff you're doing, though, I don't... Unapproved. Not approved.
Denied.
Yeah, it's a capital offense in my country, Mason. These milk crimes. I don't know. Okay, I think lightly salted chips are a sin. I am eating potato chips for the salt. Why am I gonna get all the fat, the calories, everything else from the potato and the oil if I ain't getting the fucking salt? The point of eating chips is to eat salt. Am I wrong?
This is very true. You're not wrong.
Like if you're eating chips for some other reason, like what the fuck? What reason? Soup.
Ori's mind has been
While that is
boggled.
sad, that is unfortunately a thing that I do know people do.
It's definitely been heard of.
See, however, I would have to point out the fact that popcorn has many more negatives, like getting shit stuck in your teeth wise, than a potato does. And if you're not eating it for the salt, what you doing? The texture? Literally eat salt then. Crunch. It big crunch.
You got salt shakers. You could do it.
Consume the salt. You get the
That's all you
Okay,
gotta do.
what is okay?
Oh, my nose.
If you eat ice, ice has no flavor, only crunch.
This is very true.
Yeah, thank you, birthday cake. Glad you're getting them on the line. You'd eat plain crisps?
Have them on speed dial.
I like
need 'em.
potatoes, but not like that. Ugh. I'm just eat cardboard at that point. On me? What did I do?
Damn. The
What
hot food
crime
take's
have I
happening
committed?
tonight.
Seriously. What am I being charged with? I don't even know.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Oh, this is we're way behind, birthday cake. Again, this was something I did as a child. At like Applebee's. Because I wanted plain pasta, and for some reason I didn't want, like, garlic and olive oil? I don't recall. But I hate red sauce. How dare you,
Garlic and olive
dichotomy.
oil can be off-putting.
It wasn't even, like, again, we're talking, like, single-digit child here. I was a very, like, extra picky child. Here's your Pats dichotomy. I should have withheld them.
The packs.
Otherwise, and then you couldn't leave. But, okay, what is plain? I guess, Dylan has this too, Soup. Dylan is very like this. I already patted him, dichotomy. I said I patted him. Oh, you can't see.
You
Is
got
that
your
the problem?
pats.
Pat.
No more
But
pats.
stay. Alright. Thank you, birthday cake. I literally can't recall. Okay, Milano doesn't count because Milano would eat leaves. Like Milano.
This is
Milano
true.
doesn't have taste.
Milano is the
Milano
child
has
in the
survival.
playground eating the dirt in the sandbox.
Or the paper. You know, just like crayons.
He'd start munching.
He's
Hope
just
to
a
see you later,
hungry lad.
dichotomy.
He
Have
needs
fun.
one of those like
I
silicone
hope you're having
like
fun.
chewy things. But they didn't have that in his time. His time period wouldn't have that. Time period, I say in heavy
Poor
quotation
Milano.
marks.
We gotta get Aster on that. He's gotta experiment. Soup, that's just a float. That's a soda float. Pepsi and milk. Just add some ice cream and you got a float.
You gotta be careful with that shit.
That one's not super
You gotta
unheard
get
of.
careful with that shit. That shit better be fucking cream, because you guys, you're playing with fire. You're playing with fire. If you're putting regular, okay, your lactate shit. I don't know how that works chemically, but regular milk. If you put regular milk with too much acidic, it will curdle the milk. So if you have very high fat content dairy, like cream, it's not a problem. You're gonna make me go make a beverage for myself because you're reminding me that I do have heavy cream and orange juice, which works. If I put heavy cream in orange juice, all is well. But if I put just even whole milk in orange juice, you get curdled milk, which is bad. I know, Mars is so intolerant, I can't believe her. She's gonna get us canceled.
Wow.
Alright, I'm gonna go get a
sorry.
creamsicle beverage, because I'm thinking about it now.
We did it, guys. We made Ori hungry. Mission accomplished. Eat a bowl of plain white rice. Plain white rice, there we go, is where it's at. And I know this does change the plane of it. Just put a little soy sauce on it. Or honestly, a little any sauce will do. And oh, so good. You can't go wrong with rice. Rice is the best. It's instant cheese. Instant cheese with carbonation. Oh, I'm trying to remember, because sometimes my family makes like homemade floats, and we're definitely not doing it like you should. It's literally just plop in the ice cream and then pour in the soda. We're not doing anything fancy with it. I don't even think we're making it right, to be honest, but it's never curdled on us, and it's always tasted good, so I don't know. That's the effect, Soup. Even with all the food crimes, you still got her. You still got her. This is the power of food. Damn it, now I'm hungry. Problem is oh wait, maybe I have some ice cream downstairs.
Ice cream.
Maybe I'll treat myself to ice cream later.
Mars, so it's full fat.
Yes, but I have lactate ice cream.
Yeah, okay. All I was saying about the lactate stuff is that it might not curdle if you put regular milk in acidic stuff, because you've removed a key component of the milk.
Well, see, that's the interesting thing about lactate. I don't think they're removing anything. I think they're just add extra enzyme to the product
they're
to make
for
sure
lack
you
of
can
a
eat
better
it.
term, pre-digesting the milk.
No, literally, that's what the enzyme is doing for you.
And that's why I hate the smell of lactate, because it smells like sour milk to me. Yeah, it smells like the milk has gone bad to me.
Oh, I don't get that at all.
Yeah, I will also say, though, I am very, like, taste and smell sensitive overall. I can taste,
this
like,
is also
a lot of things.
True.
So, like, I'm very sensitive to tannins, with bitterness, you know, all this sort of stuff. But, guys, I love milk. I drink so much milk. The only time I'm usually, like, pretty tough to get, like nauseous when people, like, doing food things or, like, you know, like, talking about gross stuff. The one time I actually had to, like, leave the situation was in college. We were at the food court, and the friends I was sitting with, they were making, like, a beverage concoction that mostly involved cranberry juice and regular milk. So it was just, like, gonna be cottage cheese consistency, but not in a good cottage cheese way, you know, of course. and that was not all that was in it. And then they were like daring each other to drink it, and I was like, I have to leave. I will throw up.
Yeah,
here.
nope.
That
nope.
I cannot be can't even watch.
No, thank you. Hard pass.
Rice is my favorite starch, though. Rice is my favorite starch.
See, I feel like I'm betraying my Irish roots if I say rice is my favorite starch, but I do think I like it more than potatoes.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Potatoes
really
are good. Hello, Estrak. But
Hello,
rice
Estrak.
is better.
Welcome, welcome.
There's so many kinds of rice. You can eat literally anything with rice. I literally can't think of something you could
The Latin flavor just came in. Welcome, Latin flavor.
Speaking of flavors,
Yes.
my favorite, if I had to eat...
Irish, German, Russian, and apparently Hungarian, according to my mom, but I'm not too sure on that last one.
My favorite singular
have to fact
condiment
check
to put on rice is duck sauce. White rice with duck sauce is fantastic.
See, the duck sauce makes it too sweet for me. I'm not a huge fan of duck sauce. I prefer soy sauce. I'll always go for soy sauce over duck sauce.
I don't like how soy sauce changes the consistency of my sticky rice. I want to feel the gluten.
Okay, if it's sticky rice, then I'm not gonna put soy sauce on it. I'm just gonna eat it as sticky rice with nothing.
You know what's amazing? Coconut rice.
Ooh.
Love
Root beer
coconut rice.
floats in the college cafeteria. Let's go.
Oh yeah. I did a bunch of those birthday cake with various beverages. Manzanita floats, frosted lemonades, I've gotten root beer floats, Coke floats. Pick an ice cream and you could shove it in a soda. Great. My friend would have Mountain Dew floats because he was a Mountain Dew addict.
Ooh. The dew.
Exactly, Soup. There is not a meal I wouldn't eat with rice.
Ooh, that sounds really good, Estrak. That's like a potato crust. Yum. I want to try that.
Interesting.
That honestly sounds really
in like a
good.
rice cooker?
So like, I'm curious, Estrak, is that like the skin of the potato, or is that like the starch of the potato?
No. It's
turned into
slices
that
of
crust?
potatoes, so they get fried at the bottom as the rice
Okay,
boils.
so it does have the starch and skins. Okay,
That would be mine. That's what it sounded like.
that sounds.
But
really
are we
fucking
doing this in a
good.
rice cooker? Because I will say, the rice cooker is one of my favorite kitchen inventions. Everybody,
It's brilliant.
if you are going to college and you can have hot things in your dorm or your house, you need two things.
or even if you can't just sneak it in. What? Who
Yeah,
said
seriously.
that? I didn't
no,
say
no,
that.
it's true. And then befriend your RA.
I have a story after
And then they're
this,
chill.
but I'll share it in a moment.
You need a rice cooker, and you need an electric kettle. Literally it. You can make everything with that.
That's all you need. And that electric kettle will serve you forever. Ramen, boom. Tea,
Love
boom.
risotto,
Coffee,
Federico.
boom. You want to make some soups over
Yeah.
the weekend? You're
Pick a
snowed in?
soup.
Boom. Done. Pick a soup base. Pick a soup
The rice
packet,
cooker
just pour it in the
usually
water.
comes
It's
with
great.
a steam basket, so you can steam all your shit in there too. You
Ooh,
can
can't wait,
literally
Estrak.
the amount of recipes that are literally like all in the rice cooker. Like that's it. Like you don't even need a stove. Now obviously you end up being limited, but like people make chicken in there, like so much stuff. Those are the
Oh,
two
yeah.
essentials. I gotta say, literally everything you can buy that's like minimum cheap at a grocery store you can make by having an electric kettle and rice cooker, and both of those things can be like $20 or less. So, and a lot
There you go.
secondhand. It's great stuff. Great stuff. I had a friend, my college roommate. Last thing, my college roommate. He cooked every single meal he ever had in his rice cooker. I don't recall him using anything else. All right, go ahead, Mars.
That's impressive. Well, see, I was gonna say my roommate decided to go ham. Not my roommate I stayed with for the last 2 years. I'm talking about my very first met as a freshman and we decided, hey, let's go for this type of
Hi,
roommate.
Pastry
Hello,
Puff.
Pastry Puff. During our second year of college, she was like, we have no rice cooker. That's too normal. She bought a mini grill, essentially. Not even a hot plate. It was basically a mini grill. It had the griddles and everything. And honestly, it really came in handy because we got snowed in so hard that particular semester. That was the semester where we had the whole week off due to snow days because it was just so icy and like it just kept coming down. It would not stop. And I did go out that day. I did go out because I had something to get done. I don't remember what it was. But I come back and I lived on the 3rd floor. So I'm taking the stairs, I'm going up, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh wow, something smells really good. Is the RA hosting an event? Are they using the kitchen? So I go to the main room on the 3rd floor. I take a little peek in. Okay, there's people here, but it doesn't look like there's an event going on. They're just like chilling. Okay, I wonder where that smell's coming from. And as I'm getting closer to my dorm room, the smell's getting stronger. So I'm like, did my roommate order something? Who's making deliveries in this store? Maybe she cooked something earlier. I walk into the room and I see her just sitting cross-legged on the floor with this little grill plugged into the wall. And she's got her full spatula. She's got all the fixings around her. She's got deli meat. She's got bread. And she's making goddamn paninis in the middle of our dorm room. And she's just sitting there like, oh, hey, you want a panini? And I'm like, this was my first time seeing that she had the grill. So me being me, I was kind of like, oh, if someone sees this, we are in so much fucking trouble. So I'm like, sure, I'll have a panini, but where'd you get that? And she's just like, oh, I ordered it. I thought it'd be handy during the winter. We don't have to trek out to the dining hall. We can make our own food. I'm planning on making burgers tonight. And I'm like, all right, sure, why the hell not? What was even funnier, God, we should not have done this. But because of the smoke that was being created, because, you know, you're grilling, there's going to be smoke. She put a shower cap over the smoke detector and opened all the windows and turned the fan on to blow the smoke out. And I'm just sitting there like, I took no part in this. I only enjoyed the panini, sir. I was not an accomplice.
I was given a panini. I did not know where it came from, but I was certainly not going to ask. No,
Well, what was even funnier is other people started coming to the dorms like, what are you cooking? And we just started handing out paninis.
Yeah. My RA.
Don't let the RA find out.
My RA actually had a George Foreman grill in his room that he was definitely not supposed to have. But it was like, hey, guy, you don't care, we don't care. He was great.
Yes, I was not complicit in the arson.
Hey, as long as the fire alarm wasn't going off,
Mason.
Then we're fine.
It wasn't. We got very lucky on several occasions, but man, when they came around for room inspections, we shoved that shit in one of the storage clothing bins. Like, nothing to see here, nothing to see here.
No. So at college, they literally like can't lift anything up. Like they can't like look in stuff. So as long as you put like something over it, they literally
You're
can't
safe.
like no like they can't check. So like I knew people had like fish tanks.
I am saving this
because they would just put the fucking cover over it.
Oh my god.
And they, you know, there's nothing they could do.
Oh yeah, how you feeling, Pastry? I'm sorry you were sick.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay. We're more than happy to be your podcast. Honestly, if your brain feels like a cloud, that means you're getting the rest you need.
Allie, we were just talking about literally the two things you need at any college dorm or at any place of your residence ever in your life is a rice cooker and an electric kettle. And anything that comes out of a can or a dry good can be made with those two items. And like, you know, a pot that you physically pour the water into. Or a bowl. Okay? It's very, yes. I mean, depending on the rice cooker you get, sometimes, that's a detachable thing. We are entrusting
you guys with this information.
It's very important. It's very important. What you don't need is a coffee machine.
No. No one needs a coffee machine.
Waste.
Honestly.
Waste. Get an AeroPress. If you need your coffee, get an AeroPress.
You could get that, or literally just get it from the dining hall. You don't need coffee in your dorm room.
Or instant coffee.
Instant works too. I had tea bags in my dorm because my roommate, my later roommate, and I were addicted to tea. So
they're
we had
good
to have
investments,
those in our
Allie.
dorm room.
They're good investments.
But a coffee maker, no. Just use the instant stuff. It's good enough.
They're good investments.
It is. And it'll last you, Allie. It'll last you far beyond college.
But I hope you feel better soon, Pastry Puff. Oh, you are feeling better.
The coughing and the sore throat.
That's good.
Oh, I'm glad.
I've been learning. I've been watching this pharmacist
from one
guy.
Person who gets sick very often to another sick person. Take care of yourself.
And I learned that Dayquil and NyQuil is pretty not. They're pretty scammy.
Yeah, I could rant about that because
you want Sudafed.
Another college story. I felt like shit one night in college. And of course it was the night right before I had 3 finals the next day.
Oh no.
Took a NyQuil that my friend had given me, and literally later that night I was throwing up so bad. It was like the worst I've ever felt.
Well, that's not the problem.
And I'm like, I gotta do 3 finals the next day. I think I would have been better without the medicine.
The problem with Dayquil and NyQuil is the fact that they have their 2 main active ingredients is one to make you cough and one to stop you from coughing. So they just don't do anything. So it's
that sounds counterproductive.
Yeah, it is. It's a scam. It's bad. For shit like that, Sudafed. That's what I learned. Sudafed.
That's the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 finals doesn't sound very final. What was it? I know I had my...
Doesn't sound very final.
I know I had my English final that day. I think I also had my psychology final and I want to say I had my history final that day too. So lots of essays. And I was like phasing in and out of consciousness the entire time.
My one final experience that I had that was wild was, so the school that I went to, you had access to the, like, basically, for lack of a better term, the sister school, which is, like, right across the street. It's right there. So we could take classes there. But that meant that those classes had the small chance of having overlapping finals with your classes from the actual college. So only 1 year did I have that. And I had to reschedule a final from my actual college. And I took that makeup final in the professor's like office during another day. And all was fine, all was well. She was so, like chilled to do that. But then I'm getting like messages over the break, and she's like, I got like a 0. And I was like, what? Oh, I got like a 50. It's like, what? And she was like, yeah, Ori,
that can't be right.
I didn't, like, you didn't fill out the Scantron. And I was like, no, I did the whole thing. It was at your office, like, later. She's like, oh, she had lost my thing. So I just got 100 on the Scantron part, so I got like a 90-something overall, and I was like,
nice.
Whatever!
Woohoo!
Yeah, she had lost my test, but she was chill.
A 12-hour math exam?
12 hours.
Ew. Awful. Horrible.
Jesus.
Why?
I will say, Ellie, I do particularly hate writing essays. Overall, I don't particularly... Yeah, pastry puff. No. College professors are 99% of the time people that didn't go into wanting to be a teacher. They have their main job that they do, and then they also teach.
This is like their side gig.
Yeah, they also teach. Especially at my college was a research college, right? So it was just like they just shit falls through the cracks. I don't know what to tell you. Really bad luck in the midterms? My goodness. I struck.
Oof.
Okay. That looks proper.
Sucks. I am so sorry.
Saying something else from somebody else's thing. What was it? 12-hour math exam was crazy.
You totally don't have
essays.
an essay due tomorrow? Well, that's good, Allie.
The essays. I will say, as a person, overall, I don't like writing. I would say that's technically a lie. Just like how I say I don't like bread. Right. There are exceptions to this rule.
It depends on the type of writing. If it's creative writing, I'm here for it.
I'm here for very specific creative writing.
Like explaining essay writing, it's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. If it's report writing, that shit can go burn in a ditch. There's definitely different levels of writing.
For me, it has to be very, very specific creative writing. My main one that I actually like is rants on topics that I personally care about. I will write rants.
I'm feeling that too, Pastry Puff. Paper Demon has been great for the creative writing process. I'm really excited with this week's prompt. This week's prompt is fortune teller. Write a fortune that your character might receive. So that I'm really curious about. I'm trying to brainstorm what someone might tell Rikuriti. You will meet a tea demon. And I think the boss battle is still going on. I'm not sure if I'll make that one in time, to be honest, just because this weekend was so hectic. So I didn't get to work on it as much as I would have liked.
What a weekend.
What a friggin' weekend. Holy crap. Oh, but it was so good. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Would I change it? No. But still, damn.
Would I do it again? Fuck no.
Yeah. Also no. I would not desire to do this way.
Well, here's the thing they don't tell you is after you come home, then you got all the unpacking and laundry to do.
So, Allie.
And I was like, no.
I recently learned something interesting because I didn't realize it had a name. And so you can't necessarily do this on things you have to hand in. But something I learned about was called small caps, where you write everything in all capital letters, the shape-wise, but you write them the size of lowercase letters. And it's just generally more legible overall, because capital letters are more distinct from each other than lowercase letters. And then you can still write actually capitalized letters the proper capital letter size. It's just not a different type of letter. The con was great, Allie. We got there.
Oh, the con was phenomenal.
And we stood in a line for 3 hours, which we would not do again, but that is what we went for, and we knew what we were getting into. And then we
get to meet Alejandro Saab!
Yes, we did, and we got a signature.
It's so cool!
And he basically was like, oh yeah.
He's a very friendly guy.
Zeno is also here. And we're like, what? That we didn't know. So then we were starving to death. So we went and ate food where we had delicious.
Oh my god, that inari was
sushi.
So good.
Was so good. And then we spent.
I should have bought like 5 packs of that teriyaki chicken
just to take.
Fuck, man, that was delicious.
So good.
I would have taken it home. I legit would have. It was so
And then
so damn good.
we literally then just basically walked the artist alley for the rest of the time. And then suddenly,
huge.
So the con started at 10. We got into the con by 11, I think was the math we did, because we were like...
Yeah, because following driving and then parking.
Yeah, we got into the con by 11, stood in line for 3 hours, so now it's 2? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
That's the math. 2, ate food, so then we walked the con for 3.5 hours.
From about
again,
2 to 7.
To 6:30, because then we were like, oh, let's see
that's right.
if Zeno Robinson's what the line sort of thing is there. No line. He was like
no
off
line.
On break, but
so
they're like, he'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Each other
so
and we're like,
all right,
we're doing it. Let's do it.
And so then we waited for about 10-15 minutes, and we got Zeno Robinson's signature on our stuff as well.
Yes!
And then we went home. Well, and then
he was also super cool and super nice.
Oh, yeah.
But we had an errand to run that night.
Yeah, then we did an errand in a mall, and then we got mall food court food. And then we went home.
And did mall cosplay photo shoots, which was also super fun.
Where we sorted all of our
honestly, one of
stuff.
my favorite parts about the con was meeting all the Link Click fans who recognized our cosplays. And then we also, we got really lucky. It was so funny. We're walking the artist alley and we see a Dungeon Meshi poster. And Ori has a moment where she goes, that poster looks really familiar. Like, I've seen that art piece before. And we both have a moment and we're like, is it from the Dungeon Meshi zine we were in? So we walk up to the artist. We do hi, how are you? And then we ask were you part of the Dungeon Meshi zine? And yeah, I was part of All You Can Hear. We're like, oh my gosh, we were too. And then, oh my gosh, that was amazing. I cannot believe we met someone who was also part of the zine in person. That was super cool.
I got way too much stuff.
Ditto. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like a lot of stuff, but guys, it was a lot of stuff.
Mine definitely, I feel, ended up looking like a lot of stuff. I finally got to show Dylan Mars, right? So I got to see, he has never seen Princess Tutu. He loved the Princess Tutu one. Thought it was gorgeous. He got
the composition and the colors are beautiful.
He got a big kick out of the Dungeon Wholesale zine. Which was fantastic. Yeah,
that was great. The Costco card as Dungeon Meshi was perfect. What did he think of the Ace Attorney figure and Ace Attorney poster?
He didn't say too much about the figures. He liked the Phoenix poster. He thought that was fun. There was none that he was like, oh, he didn't like this one, which he would say if he didn't like one. He's that kind of person.
He's very honest.
Yeah. No, he liked them all. He liked the Link Click ones. Again, not that he's seen it. I didn't show them. I only
feel
showed
like he would like Link Click.
Like, fully in person. I didn't show, I just showed the pictures. I didn't take everything out. Again... That would have been too much.
I feel that. Yeah, the con was so much fun.
Oh yeah, he saw that there was Larry with the statue in the One Ace Attorney poster.
Oh yes.
He liked all the Dungeon Meshi ones.
Nice, Allie! The conversion is in progress. You can do it.
Yes. I literally, I like, so I really want a table at a con, and I keep trying to make it happen, but now I also have very lofty ideals of what I would sell, and I literally wrote down a bunch of different animes and them eating food, and it's yes, we're just making a lot of stuff of them eating food, because that's such a vibe. To be honest, probably most of what I would end up selling is the 2023 fan art ones that I really like still, and then a bunch of like the thumbnails. A bunch of the thumbnails, because I feel like they you know, in like small like postcard sized prints, I think they could do well.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, Allie, it was really fun. It's the first time I've stayed the entire length of a con, like in one day.
Yes. So we were definitely tired by the end of it, but it was a good kind of tired. And then the very next day we had the K-pop Demon Hunters sing-along event.
Yeah, oh my god.
Also very
Our
fun.
feet were hurting at the end of the con. We were sad.
They really were.
The dogs
we were sad and in pain.
Barking.
Ori's toes cracked when she tried to stretch them. My back snapped.
No, you literally, okay, we get home, we change into pajamas, we're doing all this stuff, and I'm like stretching. I'm like, oh, this feels so good, and we're stretching and everything, and then Mars like leans, so we're in like a kneeling position, and Mars like leans back on her toes, and she's like, oh, you get a really good crack and stretch here. And I'm like, oh, okay. I lean back on my toes, and immediately snap, crackle, pop, like super fucking loud. Like so loud. Like, oh shit, Ori broke her toes loud. Like it was...
I thought she broke something, honestly. When I heard that, I was like, holy shit. Oh. It can be a lot socially, Estrock, because you're constantly surrounded by people.
Yeah, I really
You're always talking to them. It can reach fatigue. I felt so bad. There were some people that were like asking me confirming if I was cosplaying Lu Guang, and there were some times where I didn't see them coming, or they kind of like snuck up on me. I literally went like, bah!
Yeah, we got asked a lot. We actually got like people did take pictures. I honestly didn't expect any pictures, because I didn't think, you know, it was that crazy of a thing.
I mean, we always had a chance because the Britain arc did come out earlier this year.
That is true. I guess it feels so long ago.
Hurt.
You know?
It does.
Yeah. And then on top of that, we
watched it in March, Ori.
I know. There were no other Link Click cosplayers that we saw, at least on the day we were there.
There was maybe one Shengshashu we saw as we were leaving the convention, but we couldn't confirm because they got into the car too quickly.
Yeah.
So we couldn't tell right away.
But it was pretty fun.
Alejandro and Zeno recognized us, so that's all that matters.
That is what matters. I was gonna say something else.
Not Alejandro suggesting the picture pose. Meanwhile, I'm tripping over my own tongue to form a coherent sentence in front of this man. I'm just like,
yeah,
literally, it's like this. It's like SpongeBob when
it was definitely like a celebrity, sort of like, oh, did she get it, Esdrak? But, yeah, the main con that I'm going to try to table at first to get a taste is, like, a small con that Mars and I went to last year that we really liked the vibes of and everything.
It was a really good one, and it was nice and small.
It was a good size.
As well.
It was, like, it wasn't like tiny, where it still felt like a fair amount of people came, but it wasn't, like, you know, Anime NYC or Comic-Con or
panels.
Anime Boston.
So it was like, it had enough, which
it
was
definitely
good.
had stuff. The way I explain it is it's just you are dressing up in a costume.
I like this character, and I'm dressing up as this character. It's like Halloween, except not on the 31st.
It is literally Halloween, but you're dressing up as specific characters instead of general ideas. That's all I would say.
The way I had explained it to my mom
cosplay is just
I
costume
really like this
play.
Character, and I want to show other people I really like this character. I also want to build my sewing skills, build my crafting skills, and this is a creative way of doing that.
Mm-hmm. My sewing machine is in to get fixed, and the stuff has been dropped off. So we're good.
Oh, good for your sewing machine. Yeah, Ori's sewing machine started sewing in reverse, you guys.
It got stuck in reverse.
I'm amazing. I'm not sure how your Halloweens are. I love Halloween. I'm so excited for it this year. Will I be doing another cosplay for Halloween like I've done in previous years? Fuck no. I am done for the year. This was more than enough. Between Anime Boston and Anime NYC, I am done. I'm pretty sure there are cons that happen on Halloween, Estrock. I would be shocked if there weren't. Or maybe not full-on cons, but at least, like, events going on.
There's definitely events. I don't know of any specific Halloween
I've seen,
cons. I know
I've seen people make, like, a... Oh, what did I just see recently? There's one cosplayer I follow who's making a, Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town themed Sora from Kingdom Hearts cosplay. I have to assume that's for a Halloween costume party or something like that. I don't think it'd be narcissistic, Allie. Ori and I talked about if we were going to cosplay Date Everything, because we did see some Date Everything cosplays there. We would just go as the ones we created.
Yeah, it's just like, the only difference is, like, nobody's gonna recognize you. You know, like, that's the only difference, is if you go with something
but they might be impressed
that no
with
one
the
would
ingenuity.
know. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna sneeze again. Excuse me. Oh gosh, why am I sneezing so much?
I don't know, Mars. What did you do? The
I don't
allergy
know.
season's supposed to be over.
Yeah, well, you can advertise your comic or animation or story.
Yeah, well, something last year Mars and I did was I made little, like, art pieces of the characters that we were cosplaying, and we didn't cosplay them exactly. We cosplayed them, like, cooking versions.
We cosplayed a cooking version
and so
of
I
them,
made,
which was really fun.
like, little prints of them in, like, cooking version. And then anytime we were recognized, we gave one of them out. And they had, like, our, like, the socials and stuff on them, and the comic about on the back. So I had wanted to do that this year. I had sketches, but between my sewing machine and then having to do the other cosplay, like the closet cosplay, make sure that was together.
I heard banging. Yeah, some years you just got to know when to call it.
Yeah, I had a nice sketch.
It was nice because last year we were the ones handing out things. This year people were giving us things, which was pretty fun. We got like little trinkets and stuff when they recognized us as Lu Guang and Sheng Xiaxu.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I've never had that happen before.
But I would probably have something like that at if we get to table.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try really hard this time. I'm like, because it just happened this month, so there's no way they're like ready to go into it for next year already, like the con that I want to table at. But once it starts hitting like September or whatever, like I'm gonna keep checking the website. I'm gonna email like every month because January was too late last time. I think it was. Something
I think
like
January
that.
was too late.
So it's like, it's gotta be October, November. That's gotta be the time. Like, I don't fucking know.
That's the sweet spot.
Well, we're doing it. I nearly got a Swiss roll today.
Ooh. I would honestly lose my mind if I saw people cosplaying our characters.
That would
not
be
gonna lie.
insane. Yeah, that would be insane.
Fucking wild. I'd be so here for that.
Did I do a stupid? Is this your arm or is this?
I'm not working on my my entry tonight because I figured I'd give it one more stream for Ori to catch up.
Well, I might be nearly there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels.
I'm feeling pretty confident. Because I only have 4 panels left.
And 2 of them are like hands only.
Nice. Allie, something about the entry I was coloring, I just found a rhythm that worked, and it happened to be fast. It also helped that the guard's uniform is pretty easy. Axis doesn't have any clothing, so that made it easier. Like, once I figured out the hair, it kind of went like, zoop, zoop, zoop.
All right, Mars. Soup's internet is being sad, so we're going to try to help him out. We're going to go in side stream as well, all right? And we're going to be in there.
Okay.
All right? So, guys, we're still mainly here, but if your internet is being sad, that might be better for you guys. So we're moving over there. All right, and let me do this.
We're now inside stream.
And let me do...
Oh, I just got your art, Soup! Oh my goodness.
Difficulties.
Not the Wi-Fi is poo-poo.
Difficulties. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Why are we not showing up, though? Uh-oh. Pain and suffering. Come on.
Not the sad Soup. Oh. We are ghosts. Woo!
Am I gonna have to leave Discord and come back? There's a chance of that.
I hope not. Please, please just work.
It's being sad.
No!
Okay, maybe? No. Alright, I'm quitting Discord. Be right back. Stream can hear me. Or try to do something nice and Discord decides to kick the bucket. It's okay. A quick moment and a fix. It was awful last stream, uh-oh.
Before Discord comes back, there's hidden background Dylan.
There is hidden background Dylan.
Don't tell Mars, goodbye!
Alright. Let's do that. Let's do this. We're loading. Discord's loading. Mars, can I hear you?
I'm right here. Hello,
okay,
hello.
I can hear you. Now the question is, will restream work?
That is the major question.
Sad pain. And just like that, he's gone. A hidden Dylan. Dylan jump scare.
A hidden Dylan.
Yes. Okay.
It's the bonus Dylan that you unlock.
Reactive. Okay. Yes. Yay! We did it! Success! We're here. You can view us again.
Go us!
Ta-da! Alright. I will say, I'm mostly checking the not Discord chat.
Yeah, I'm mostly looking at chat, to be honest.
But, then at
Otherwise,
least you can hear us
chats to keep track of.
in the other one. I will look at the Discord one sometimes, but not as often. Oh my god. Okay.
Right. Hopefully we're all fixed.
We should be all set.
Patient Puff, basically, we were just making
Soup
it for
and others
sad
are having sad internet times, but really wanted to be
can still view
hearing
the stream
and stuff. So if your internet is sad, Discord uses less bandwidth, and so you might be able to view the stream over there. So we're over there, but Twitch and YouTube, they're our main guys right now. So if you can be on those, I recommend being on those because we'll see that chat better.
Yes.
Do you be productive and actually doing schoolwork, or B, drop blurbles, questions, go to art block? I don't, Allie, it's up to you. Is the homework
I'll be
due
honest,
tomorrow?
I want to draw blorbos, but when's the homework due?
Yay, soup.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
No more sad soup times.
No more sad soup times. We don't want sad soup times.
I got the saddest drawing of the saddest soup I've
I
ever
know.
seen.
That's I had to fix it. Allie, I would say my personal choice, like if you were me, right, and I was deciding schoolwork or blorbos, if the schoolwork was not due tomorrow, / wasn't that hard and it wasn't due tomorrow until like later, and I, me as a person, I get up earlier in the day, so like, it's not a problem for me to like get up and do something before class. I would be drawing blorbos right now because for me, after dinner is no more work time. After dinner is fun time. Yeah, after dinner has to be doing things that I enjoy, at least to a certain extent. I won't say it's always 100% fun time. There's too many videos to edit. But I do like that to an extent.
We do try to make it fun
Allie's
times.
Allie's
Blorbos
chosen.
Win. Blorbos have been chosen.
But yeah,
Allie. Oh, only 500 words, Allie. That's the length of a fan fiction. You got this.
Ori's over here like, that's a lot of fucking words.
Fan fiction.
But I hate writing so much. I'm bad at writing.
But I'm going to check my most recent draft in my pile of writings. And I will tell you how long it is.
My K-pop Demon Hunter CD came today.
Nice! I still need to order mine because I spent way too much money this month.
Yeah, I had pre-ordered it.
I'm waiting for the following month.
Yeah, I need to not buy anything now.
Let's see. So word count. Okay, so my most recent writing was one of the Rikuriti prompts. It's 720 words. And it takes up 3 pages.
Oh, whoa. Computer, please.
You got this, Allie. I believe in you. You could do 500 words in your sleep.
Yeah. They're gonna be whack. Allie, here's a thing I was taught. I took one singular art class in college, okay, as an elective, as just a fun little thing. I like art, wanted to take an art class, okay? And one of the things you had to purchase, supplies-wise, was you had to get a big pad of newsprint paper, which is just the type of paper that newspapers are printed on. That's it. And so, my brain died. It's the type of paper that newspaper is printed on. So it's very cheap. It's very not good paper. It's very it's very shitty, crappy, cheapo paper. And the reason that they make you draw on this for all the warm-ups and stuff is because you're supposed to treat it like it's trash, in the sense of that you don't have any extra feelings towards it. Like, oh, I don't want to waste this good paper. It needs to be good right now, right? Oh, I don't want to waste my good supplies. It needs, like, this piece has to actually be good. So the idea is to, like, make it so you can't get in your head so much about, like, making sure the sketches are nice. That's something people have, like, with sketchbooks, right? Is, like, they're very sentimental. Oh, you want these, like, very aesthetic sketchbooks that you see people, like, flipping through on the internet, which I will never understand. I will never understand.
I don't understand how a sketchbook can be aesthetic when it's like
People
it's
do.
sketches. It's
People
supposed to be
do.
messy.
People do, though. And, it's a type of art. I hope so, Soup.
So
You could
glad
do
Soup.
And, that's why people have, like, the blank page syndrome. I don't know what it's called, but, like, blank page fear, where it's like, oh, staring at the way, it's like, oh, endless possibilities. Oh, I don't want to soil it, with, like, a bad take or anything. No. The idea is to be,
soil it.
Yeah, is to soil it. It's to just do it. I think something that has helped me is that in my sketchbooks, especially much earlier sketchbooks, if I just felt like a piece of drawing was like going bad, I treated that as that page was tainted. So we flip and we move on. New page, fresh start. So a lot of my older sketchbooks will have like one quickly botched, left for dead piece of art, little doodle, and that's all on the page because I was like, nope, that one wasn't happening. I move on. So that's the kind of thing.
Do it, Soup. Draw the cursed stuff.
Uh-oh. You've been doing that.
Oh, God. I just found cursed stuff. Holy shit, I'm sending this to you, Ori.
Uh-oh, what am I?
I'm sending you cursed shit. Enjoy.
On what?
Instagram.
Oh, send me stuff on Instagram during stream. What are you sending me?
It's mostly because one of my other friends sent it to me, so now I must share the pain.
Oh my god. Jesus. It's just
glorious.
Wormified K-pop demon hunters, guys.
That's still cursed.
My goodness.
Although I will say the roll swap is beautiful.
Yeah. That is true, Allie. I didn't consider that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, like the fuzzy worms that you were on like the end of like fishing line.
The worm on a string.
Yeah, and so it made it look like it was alive
worm on a string.
And it was crawling around. They're called something.
Okay. I'm internet sleuthing.
It was like a funny fuzzy worm toy.
Worm on a
okay.
string called -AI. Squirmels, also known as snoots, magic twisty worms, wiggle worms, or worm on a string.
None of these feel correct.
Small worm-like toys with eyes, a furry body, and a hidden string used to imitate a live worm, sometimes used in magic tricks. So the official name is Squirmels.
Yeah, maybe it was Squirmels. That's what the packaging looks like. Yeah, I had a lot of those.
I do kind of like snoots though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because that's how you
Snoots
tied them to the
kind
thing.
of a top tier name. Not gonna lie.
Oh well, Pastry Puff and Allie are saying they're snoots. They were always just worms. Oh, you got a worm?
I got a worm.
See, now that's the shit that kept us entertained, man. Ugh, forget technology. You had one of those things.
Oh, no. You know what kept us entertained back in the days? It was Smensels. Smensels
collecting
were the
those.
big thing that went around my school. When they first brought in the school store to my elementary school, those sold so fast. And they always opened the school store during our lunchtime.
Yep.
So literally people would get in line for their lunch, sit down, and then immediately beeline to the school store so they could get a scent they didn't yet have.
Yeah,
and then we just trade the scents around the table. Like, be like, I'll take a tangerine for your peppermint.
Okay, you know what? You know that meme that went around? That's like the
value of the day.
Something to take the edge off, right? And it's people doing like various. I need one with Smensels, but someone's doing them like a line. Like I need somebody to be like, oh yeah, just something to take the other. You know. Because that's too fucking real.
It really is. Real. I will give them
I do
this.
know of Sploot Esdruk.
They did what was advertised.
Oh, yeah.
They had the smell. They did exactly what they meant to do.
They felt weird because they were made of, like, newspaper. So it was, like, always, like...
Oh, yeah.
The tactile sense was bad. I could not use them, but I could fucking smell them. I
could smell them for days.
Oh, but I hated how they felt. And their erasers were
curious. Shit. It was Smensels, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Smensels.
Well, I misspelled Smensels. Let's try this again.
Yeah. I learned that Esdruk because my parents once got a dog, and he was the first dog ever that we ever had that did that. He would always lie with a sploot. And that was like
somebody's selling a 10-pack for $7.
What?
Wow!
All the same scent, different scents?
No, of different scents.
Oh shit!
I'm like, ooh, snap.
Yes, I do know about the galump. Do you watch the Seal Guy Pastry Puff? The seal photographer. We love the seal photographer. He's great.
Oh, he's wonderful.
Yeah.
I've been watching this this new one. I forget what zoo, but what had originally put me on it was a friend sent it to me because they said, it's you as a hippo. And I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? It's this little baby pygmy hippo that lives at the zoo, and his name is Mars.
Oh,
no, his name is Mars.
His name is Mars? Oh, my Lord.
Yes.
That's nuts. No.
And apparently this little hippo is very defiant, doesn't listen to the zookeepers, only listens to mom. And there's one video of the zookeeper trying to get the baby to go inside because it's going to start raining. They want to keep the baby dry. And the whole time the zookeeper's just going, Mars attacks, go inside, go inside. And my friends are not letting me live that down. Now the new thing is when I show up in the room, they go, Mars attacks. I'm like, stop! How dare!
What is happening?
Stuff in the DM.
I don't even know. I also took the words wet sand as a sound effect at first. So I see
the sounds of wet sand in the morning.
Yeah. It's oh, worm? Yeah. Yeah, it is very much the auditory
there are other
experience.
baby hippos, Esdruk.
But guys, I gotta tell you,
there's so many baby
my
hippos.
favorite thing that fucking happens is when I say something about like a short and y'all have seen it or you've seen the creator, because like that used to be like a fairly classic thing, but nowadays like there's so much content, so you have to be like in the same circles to like find people, you know, like
no,
to end
clearly
up
we run in similar groups,
but it gives me so much joy that I can be like, oh yeah, this creator that does like XYZ ABC, and you guys are like, oh yeah, I've seen that one, or I'll be like, oh yeah, I saw this short today, and you'll be like, yes, and I'm just like, oh,
and we're like,
so
awesome!
Good, because it's just so much content nowadays that it can be like and especially like with the shorts form of content, right? You could just be like ships passing in the night, you know, so it's always like,
oh yeah.
Oh, what was it? I was gonna say something else. Did wet sand, oh, worm, mood dang. Oh! Do you guys know about bee corns? Because if you don't know about beacorns, you need to know about beacorns. And literally everybody in this chat.
Incredible.
Everybody in this chat needs to. Okay, Pastry Puff,
Pastry, you
gotta
not?
look this one up. This one, they're all. So I will say the only reason I've been following them for a long time is because they actually had like a news segment, and my parents were like, "Ori, you want to see this one?" Let me make sure I spell it right. Okay, so it's beacorns like this, B-E corns, because they're not acorns, they're beacorns.
They're beacorns.
And so what it is it's this artist, and what he does is he takes mainly acorns and other natural stuff, and he makes little characters out of them that he calls beacorns. That's like the race of
and they are
characters.
So charming.
And then he sets them up outside in nature. And a lot of times he'll put like various seeds out and stuff so that he can photograph them with wildlife. Yeah. He does pictures. Yeah, birds, chipmunks, squirrels, all this sort of stuff. There's so many. Yep. Follow him on social media because he like talks about them and he gives like stories about them. Like honestly, this man needs a children's book. Like, holy fuck. It's great. Okay? So you need to follow him if you don't follow him. But they're so good. He just did one, and it was all about, like, the story of it is so nice, you know. About, I think it was Julie. Julie, the beacorn, she likes birds. And it was all about the different birds that she got to meet. And the interactions that they had. Because, like, you know, how, like, these certain birds only come at this time of year, or they won't eat out of her hand, but they'll eat out of the, you know, off the ground, or this bird will really, really try really, really hard to eat the sunflower seeds, but its beak just won't let it, you know, and all this sort of stuff. And it's just like, oh, so beautiful, so great. There's another one that, like, wears different hats, and it's just like, that's the wholesome shit we need in the world, man. More beacorns.
More of that, please.
More beacorns. But yeah.
It also reminds me to a degree of, if anyone knows The Burrowers, either from the Burrowers movie or even just Arrietty, just that idea of little people and these little creatures making their household items out of like everyday natural things and using it for clothing. I don't know. That idea has so much fucking charm.
It does.
And this guy capitalizes on that. 100%. He makes the most of it.
It's great. Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. I love the bicorn scene in Dungeon Meshi. I think it's a great one. Definitely up there on good scenes.
Dungeon Meshi.
Dungeon Meshi is just so good. I need, like, obviously let her take a break. But I need whatever else Ryusukui comes out with to be translated. I genuinely want
to know what her next project is.
And I'm so upset that the one I really want, because I have one of her like one-off novels, like collection of short stories manga, but the one I really want is called Terrarium in a Drawer, and it's not translated.
No!
Yeah, it's so sad.
Oh, I hope they translate it. They must know the popularity of Dungeon Meshi. They have to translate it. I'm actually very excited. I just got a new manga in the mail. I gotta remind myself what the name is, though. What did I order? Hang on. I literally just opened it today. I got the book, The Monk and the Robot. It actually combines the two stories from the series into one book. So I was like, based, let's go. That was awesome. But then, what was the manga I picked up? It was recommended by the BL guy we follow, Ori, the guy who does the top 10 wholesome BLs and things.
I know what you're talking. I know the guy. Yeah.
My Love Will Last Till the End of Time. I got that manga, and I am so damn excited to read it. Sounds so friggin' wholesome. But first, I gotta finish Howl's Moving Castle. All in due time.
So many things.
I am hyped for the next season of Dungeon Meshi. It's gonna be so good. Please keep it up, Trigger. Please, please. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Just continue to be good.
Yes, I want it so bad.
There's one scene I am nervous for. Any girl love recommendations? I did see one Mason. Well, two actually. They were big time advertising. The guy she fell in love with isn't a guy at Anime NYC. That one's been a big thing for a while. I've been meaning to read that one for forever. And then there was another one that I'm going to have to look up. If you could just bear with me for a few moments, I can find it. Hang on, because I had watched a video essay on this one, and if I could just find it in my history, then I'd be able to tell you the name, Mason.
I need to see how they animate those things, Pastry Puff. I also really don't want to see how they animate those things, but, like, I do, you know? Because it's going to be rough.
Yep.
I've not heard any of those.
I saw it earlier today. Why can't I find it? Damn it.
There is stuff in the manga that has like where the anime has passed that doesn't happen in the anime. If I'm being honest, it's like you read manga faster than you can watch a show. That's just kind of the nature of how it goes. So if I'm being honest, Allie, if you like really like the series, I would say just read it from the beginning, because one, you'll see a lot of stuff like intricacies and things, and having you gotta hydrate, having all of that stuff.
Hydrate
fun.
now.
Yeah, it's different. It's not the same. I recommend reading it from the beginning because, like I said, you'll honestly like.
Oh, I found it, Mason.
Through.
I found it. It's called Whisper Me a Love Song.
Yes.
Don't watch the anime, read the manga.
And
that's all I know about that one, but I've heard it's really good.
Little extra stuff at the end of each volume, and all that sort of stuff. So, Allie, I recommend it, especially because it's been a while since you've even seen the anime, so it's a good way to, like, prep yourself for season 2.
It's a good way to refresh.
But, yeah. It's very fun. It's very cool. I think you'll sometimes see things that you wouldn't have seen in the anime, like just the way it's framed.
Well, because you can look at the panels longer too and really take in what's going on. That makes such a difference sometimes.
And yeah, that's my recommendation. You need the lore. Get the lore.
Go get that lore, Allie.
Oh,
get it.
Hey, then at that point, Allie, I would say like worth having all of the ones.
Oh yes.
Because when I first started reading Dungeon Meshi, one, like, it wasn't finished. It was only like halfway finished actually when I started reading it. It only got just before where the anime ended. So like when I started reading, and I started reading on like a manga website, so I didn't have the physical books. But then I, of course, ended up
was back in the day
buying all the physical books because honestly, I just need one bookshelf to be dedicated to all my Dungeon Meshi stuff. Really bad. I really need it. Yeah, Allie, that's what you do, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, pastry.
There you go. That's a Christmas suggestion. That's a birthday suggestion. That's a graduation suggestion. You're set. Now the relatives know what to get you, which is half the battle sometimes.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, my last Laios figure is coming. He's on his way. I'll have them all.
Nice! Ah, my Edward Elric is on his way. I'm very ready for him to come home. I need my boy. Let him out of jail. I'm gonna sneeze again. Fuck.
Stop! Go get a tissue.
I'm trying! Ah. God, why?
Yeah, this is all your own fault, obviously. There's totally something you could have been doing about this.
I went to a convention, then I went to a movie theater, and then I hung around with other people for 2 straight days. So if I picked up something, whoops.
The one thing I really, really want, Mason, is I wish with all of my heart that they would make a adding color to the dungeon Laios. I would spend
that would be
too much money on that, but that would be like the one big thing I get myself in the 1 year, because man, do I want that so bad. But they only have Marcel, and I'm really pissed because just Laios too.
Poor Laios is the main goddamn character, and he can't get any respect from his own show.
Like, they have 2 Marcels on that. Give me one Laios.
Please. Now, every time I see a Marcel or a Fallon, I'm
so
like,
sad.
Great, beautiful. Can we get Laios too, please? But honestly, it happens in every single anime. They always push the female figures over the male ones. It happened in Rising of Shield Hero. You have way more Raftalia than you do now Fumi figurines.
Yeah, but
it happened in Spice and Wolf. There's way more Holo than there is whatever the hell the main character's name was. I honestly didn't remember.
Is no offense to those animes, but those animes are also made that way. Okay? Like those stories are made that way. Dungeon Meshi is not made that way.
No, Dungeon Meshi is modern in the sense that it balances all its characters so friggin' well.
Like, there's honestly, I literally can't. The only possible maybe thing you can consider as to be like Marcel-esque fan service is the bat scene.
They do have a Sezi Laios figure, so this isn't unheard of.
They do have too many Sezi Laios figures, and I do not want them. Because one, they drastically, like, I don't think anybody can in the figure world agree.
Him
they don't. They varies a lot, like significantly. Like in one of them, he's like fucking jacked. And then in another one, he's like more like how Drax is, like functional, whatever. Yeah, some of them he's functionally got the fat in the right places for being a strong guy, and then other ones he's like a JoJo character, and it's like this is just weird. They just don't look right.
Where did your fats go, my guy?
They just don't look good. They don't look right. And on top of that, I can't display that shit.
No,
he's my ace goofy guy.
The sticker
he's also
of Laios
very
eating
ace.
the hot dog was very close to crossing a line.
Yes, and I didn't even get the sticker or the print purposefully. I got the zine for the goofs. And it was also, what's the best part about that one though, Mars, is that one is objectively done as a joke and not as like a thirst trap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's obviously...
Yeah. No, there's 100% a difference between the two.
I've seen this one, Soup. There's also somebody made like a like a Funko Pop style Laios that you can 3D print. Dylan had looked into them for a bit about doing it. The problem is then you have to paint it, and I don't know if I can do that.
And that's what you got Dylan for.
He would not. Dylan and I are both very much people that we make art for us first and other people second. So it's like, if they overlap, great. But, you know, there's only so much. What do I like about Laios? I love his personality. My favorite thing, and this you can see about all of the characters that I love very much, is characters that are really stupid in a lot of scenarios, but have really, really high capabilities in other ones. So they're not just all of a
crouching moron
goofus.
hidden badass.
Yeah, that's literally it. That's my favorite trope in the entire world, is crouching moron hidden badass. I love it so much. And sometimes it's taken a little to the extreme.
It also gives that underdog story a little bit, where everyone underestimates the character, but then they're really,
underestimated, but
like,
they
show
also
what they're capable of.
They feel real in the sense of that, like, they're not good at everything. They're good at these things, just like a normal person is. I'm not good at everything. I'm good at these aspects, right? I have knowledge in these places.
I think what makes Laios so interesting is that he has a special interest. Like, it's incredibly niche. No one in the world shares that interest.
And then on top of that,
but he's also very passionate about it.
I relate.
And I love how that's portrayed.
He loves to eat food, but he doesn't like the crab fishy flavors. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, my boy. We're here for this. Very here for that. He wants to be friends with everybody. He wants to make everybody happy. He has
with
such
everybody.
Good intentions, like, the whole time. Like, he wants the group to be together. He's just trying to save somebody. Yeah, he's a whole freaking book, but he has the monster knowledge of how to fight, like, their anatomy. Like he goes into it in, like, a science way. This is obviously something that he loves and enjoys, but he also doesn't put that above other people's safety. Maybe his own safety, but that's his risk he's willing to take, right? But he doesn't put that against...
they quickly endear you to him in the very start, because without hesitation, he goes back in to get Fallon.
Yeah.
And that alone speaks volumes to his character.
He can... but I love there's the scene with the doppelgangers, right? And how it's like, oh God, he's kind of an idiot and he's obviously a little face blind about the whole thing, but he gets to the right answer in a kind of, like, maybe, like, confusing way, but, like, he still does it, right? He's not a comic relief character in the sense of that he's just doing it for the gag, right? Like, he's not goofy for the gag. He feels very real, and it's just like I love like, he has the science in it too, right? Like, obviously that hits home to me a lot. I love the world building of Dungeon Meshi, and he is the main vehicle for the world building and enjoying the world building.
I also like that he is intrigued by this idea of eating monsters, but that knowledge isn't fully there. That specifically comes from teaming up with Senshi to figure out how to cook everything. He just has the knowledge of, how can we safely take down the monsters? What do we need to avoid in this fight? Like, what are their weaknesses? What are their strengths? So it's like that knowledge combined with the rest of the group. That's a massive strength of the series, in that they get to utilize everyone's abilities in a way that feels very balanced.
But I think it's also like you can see all the characters that I lean towards. I love Phoenix. Phoenix is probably my favorite Ace Attorney character, right? Edgeworth, he's great. He's fantastic. But, like, picking a favorite, Phoenix is my boy. And it's for similar reasons. He's a goofus in some ways. He's kind of like, oh, Phoenix, what the fuck are you doing, my lad? Like, what do you mean you don't understand it? But when he locks the fuck in, he locks the fuck in. And no matter how much he ribs Maya, Emma, anybody else, he's still the friend guy, like the found family guy, right? Like, that's his whole deal, is being the found family guy. And this, Laios is very, very autistic coded. Like, one of the major characters I've seen being, it's like all there except in name.
You don't have to apologize, Mason.
No,
this is a rant. We like rants.
I wouldn't even call it a rant. I love talking about my boy. But, like, because then we go, Sokka. I love Sokka. Sokka's exact. He's got his goof moments. He's got his being stupid at moments and everything, but he locks the fuck in. He's the strategist.
And just look at Ron.
He's the guy. Yeah, Ron. Ron has been my boy forever because I did not watch Avatar when it was coming out. I watched that much later in life. Ron Stoppable has been my boy for the longest time, and he is the pinnacle of this. He is really good at certain things. He's really good at baking. He's really good at the, like, domestic mundane tasks. And when he locks the fuck in with Kim, they fucking do it, right? But he is still goofy and, you know, has the slip-up moments. He is still boy failure. He's still... And I think what's... When you get the crouching moron, hidden badass trope right, it's realistic. Even when it's too played up to, you know, like Ron is obviously a very high goof, you know, level for it. It's a cartoon, but they feel like real people.
Because he is comic relief.
Like Kim,
but he still feels real.
Kim doesn't feel as real in the sense of that she's so good at the crime fighting thing. That's not really like a realistic thing.
Ooh,
now, I don't think that makes her
blanket soup.
A bad character.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Soup. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for all the cursed art.
Wait, I didn't get any cursed art.
I'll show it to you after. They're just
Soup.
doodles. But they feel like, you know, they're not people that are perfect, right? Like I think when you do, like, when you talk about Sokka, right? Sokka specifically, he doesn't have any bending, right? He needs to find his place. He feels left out because he can't do the thing that all of his friends can do. He says,
I'm a monkey sitter. I'm the glorified monkey sitter.
Yeah, he feels like he can't contribute anything, but it's just he's not looking at the strengths he has over everybody else, and those strengths are incredibly helpful and evident. Yes, Ron is consistent, and that's the other thing. They have to be consistent. Laios is consistent. Sokka is consistent, right? I feel like I said something. Phoenix is consistent. You know, they have this where they lack in certain areas, but they're competent in other areas.
To throw one of my favorite crouching moron hidden badasses in there, Gallo is consistent.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's very easy to make it tropey, right? Like, I would say that Natsu, Dragon Eel from Fairy Tail, is very tropey with it, right? He's really classically stupid. He's really, you know, just an idiot, a big goofus that doesn't understand anything at all, but he can lock in to fight, right? That's like classic, you know, shonen protagonist vibes is what Natsu is. And that can very be like, that can very be grating, you know, on people. I'm there for, like, it's just a fun time when I watch Fairy Tail. I don't expect much out of it. I just like the way that Natsu is animated,
your
honestly.
Expectations to zero.
Literally. And it's always like Natsu's not gonna lose, right? It does feel like Laios and Sokka and Ron can lose. We've seen them lose. We've seen them have to run away. And I think that's important with it too, right? And so I think it's just a trope that is very easy to be made.
Well, that creates the want
real.
To see them overcome, and then the pride you feel when they do overcome. I'm gonna fucking sneeze again. God damn it! But what the fuck was I saying?
Exactly, Pastry Puff.
Oh yeah, the pride you feel when they overcome, like, one of those challenges, because you've seen them fail before. So it could be a little bit of a toss-up. Is this going to be one where they can lock in, or is
just
something
talk
going
about
to
my
happen?
favorite character trope, Estrak, because Mason asked why I like Laios so much. But yeah, and I
Laios
also
is a
think
very likable
Laios
character.
specifically just comes with the dungeon meshy world that, you know, that the author built is honestly like my favorite world building. Like the way that it is made, the way that it feels, the way that you're introduced to it is again a lot through Laios, right? So that helps endear me to him specifically as well. But he's also the one mostly curious about it, right? Like he's learning. Obviously, we get world building from Marcel, but that's more of a her teaching Laios sort of thing, right? And then it's just like the tone that he can have. You know, we can take this very dark emotional moment and through the actual characterization we have seen of characters like Laios and Marcel have like this kind of lighthearted tone switch, which could be very easily done in like a tonal whiplash kind of way, but it's not in Dungeon Meshi. And it's just moments like that I like how Laios is thinking about it, right? How Laios is processing everything. Instead of, say, Marcel, who I love, and she's great, and she has a lot of emotional depth to her, and her backstory is a lot. Senshi is a lot of backstory, all this sort of stuff. We do get Chilchuk coming. That's gonna happen. The Chilchuk bits are coming up. We've gotten drips before, but just the ways that it's all taken. He's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Chilchuk bits are coming.
Yes.
They're coming up.
They're coming. You won't be starved forever.
No, not biased. Yeah, not biased either. Allie looks at my favorite boy of the comic. Yeah, man, not biased at all. Yeah. Ooh.
Not biased. What? Totally not biased.
But it's also interesting to go back to Kim Possible specifically, when you hear the creators talk about how they pitched, is that they specifically made Kim and Ron good at opposite things, right? Ron is good at the social, you know, for the most part, like being in school. No, he's not a lady killer, but he's confident, right? Like he's not nervous all the time. Versus Kim out here at school is constantly worried about her reputation and constantly, you know, concerned about all this sort of like intricate, like, you know, social hierarchy things. But she fucking kicks ass and Ron flails about, right? Kim can't cook, Ron can, you know, these sort of things. And so they 100% Estrog. It is literally the male wife versus girl boss. And that's what helps, you know, with their dynamic
he is
a lot.
Good housewife Mason.
And you see that in Dungeon Meshi too. You know, Marcel being the main second, right? You see that. Marcel not willing to eat a lot of the different foods, not interested in trying the different stuff, all of this sort of thing, but very knowledgeable about dungeons and magics. Then you have Laios, not magic.
From a writing standpoint, that's where you get these different interactions from the characters. They can actually fully react to each other. They can call each other out on things.
Mm-hmm.
And it creates conflict, which the story needs. At first, Marcel doesn't want to eat any of the dungeon monsters, but then she realizes it's kind of for the greater good. If we want to save Fallon, we're just gonna have to do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
And then she starts coming over to the side a little bit. That creates growth, that creates intrigue.
And Dungeon Meshi is just like probably my favorite property ever. So I love it very much. No, this is such a vibe, though, Patient. And that's another reason why I love Ryoko, is because I am that person in the sense of, like, my mom would always watch the Food Network channel, right? And I am overall on the picky eater side, okay? I don't like a lot of things. I don't like seafood. There's a lot of, like, texture stuff that really gets me. But you fucking watch that to a network channel, and all I can sit there and think is, God, I wish I would like that. Man, that looks amazing. I really wish I would like that. Oh, these came out so good, Allie. Oh, they came out great. I love the Kai like holding his breath. But all of
the
that
crying Kai
really
also
good.
gets me. It has me
so
nervous how
Him
good he
and
looks
Scarlet.
while crying. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
we're in trouble.
I'm gonna need to give Kai a hug. I mean, we already know Scarlet needs lots of hugs, but damn.
Oh yeah.
No, they came out great.
But the confident wink smirk is so damn
we love
good,
Narami.
Allie. Who do we love?
Narami. She's like an animator on YouTube. She does animated things. I found her a long time ago. She did an animated thing with her OCs to the Friends. Right.
Oh, I think I know the one you're
It's
talking about.
Yeah. It's like I don't know what kind of animal the girl is, but the guy's like a snake or like a lizard guy. It's good. She actually did like a video that I meant to watch. See, it sneaks up on you, Allie. It sneaks up on you. See, that's the problem with the characters. They just come out of the woodwork
we were shocked that Hotsun looked so good while crying. It's kind of scary, honestly.
Hotsun looks really good crying. Wait, our fight was up! The winner! Who won? Who won? Who won? Who won? Who won our fight?
Come on.
I'm so glad they did it. The loading. Let's go!
Holy shit! We did it!
It's Crystal! Let's go! It's Crystal! It's Crystal! It's Crystal! It's Crystal! It's Crystal 1! Crystal 1! Crystal 1! Crystal 1! Crystal!
Holy shit! Let's go, Crystal!
Oh my
God, that was a close battle. Are you seeing these scores?
Yeah, it is so close.
Fuck!
Damn.
Ooh, I'm seeing the top crystal attacks. There are some animatics in here.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh, people go fucking ham sometimes. My God. We did it, guys. We did it. I think literally everybody in here is Crystal. We did it.
Oh, this is so exciting.
It's on the website. I'll put the link. We did
Love
it.
to apologize to Soup and Rage.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if anybody I knew or anyone got any
No one I'm
notoriety.
recognizing in the top attacks.
No, usually
But
top
it looks
attacks
like we
are
had some
hard.
really good ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is just straight up reminding me of Warrior Cats.
I'm so happy. Hell yeah.
Rhythm Heaven Mass Attack.
We
Holy shit! Oh, that's fun!
Fucking yeah.
Wow!
Fucking
Oh, these are incredible!
Oh.
Now, honestly, best art fight year so far.
Oh, so close.
Well, now I'm really glad that I ordered the little Team Crystal and art fight sticker, because now I can commemorate this.
That's 1 million, right?
Holy shit.
2,753,001 attacks were made this year.
That's insane. God, this was a good year. Holy shit, it was all so damn worth it.
Over 600,000 people partook in this year's art fight.
That's nuts.
Oh my God, we did it. Yeah, insane. This year was so close. My lord. Yeah, give me them achievements. Yeah.
What a fight.
Theme poll.
A hard-earned victory
Stage
indeed,
1 of the
Mason.
theme poll, guys. Go vote on the themes for 2026. Yeah, 2026.
Oh shit, that's already a thing?
Yeah. Stage 1.
Fuck. All right, okay. Where do I do that?
I just put the link in the
Discord?
chat. I just put the link in the chat.
Thank you much. Thank you much.
It's
Fuck
good.
yeah,
all
I'm
the
voting.
things go on. Okay. It's
I would like to see a
2026 is
new
their
theme.
10th year anniversary on the website.
That's nuts.
With that in mind, we wanted to ask the user base whether they'd like to celebrate us in the form of a possible rematch. Here's how it'll work.
Ooh.
Stage 1, users get to choose
Wait,
whether they'd like
what the
a
hell did I vote
brand
for?
new theme or revisit an old one with a splash of
Lucy.
new paint. Lucy!
Okay, I personally chose new theme.
Yeah, I'm kind of here for the new themes, if I'm being honest. I kind of like... Well, I am
want to
sad
see what they can come up with.
that I missed out on coffee versus tea. I kind of don't want to do one I already did out of the 3 I've done. Well, at least that. Please be aware that if old themes are chosen, recent themes from the past 3 years will not be included. Which is...
Okay, that's a plus.
That circumvents me. But I like the new theme, man. I like the new theme.
The new themes they've been cooking are really good.
I just like... I like seeing the new...
Like, I'm sorry, I
art
like new
stuff.
stuff. I like seeing what
Yeah.
team-ups they come up with.
I like seeing the new... I like seeing all the new stuff. Okay, let me forward this to...
I hope they do the stickers again next year.
Most likely.
That's like a fun way to commemorate it. Can't wait to add that to my water bottle.
Bulletin board. Where's my thing? I keep losing everything. Everything is lost. I can't believe we won. Damn. So cool. Like, I'm fucking happy about it, but like, wow. It was so close.
I think, did we win last year or no?
Last year we didn't win. The year before that, I won. My team won.
Okay, so we were due for a victory.
Yeah. We won as werewolves, and then we lost as seafoam, and then we won as crystal. Yeah, I like new themes. I love seeing the new stuff. Who knows, Allie?
So damn
if they, as long as they keep
me hyped.
the 75% like friendly fire, I'm pretty fine with like all being on the same team. I mean, all on the same team means we win together, you know?
This is very true. Oh my god. Well, that was a fun tidbit to find out.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Glad that came out. What a time.
Oh, crazy. I'm just seeing what's happening in the Art Fight Discord, if anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to find everybody.
Because you'd think it would be in announcements, but...
It is in announcements on the Art Fight Discord.
Is it?
Yeah. I see someone says, eat shit, fossils get extinct again.
There it is. I think I just have the channel muted.
Maybe.
Let's go.
Hi, Percy. How are you? What a great
Hiya,
stream.
Percy.
Worked out. Sad Soup had to go before we could we could tell them.
Rub it in their face. Nah, we'd never do that.
No, I'm afraid of being on a different team than Soup next year. I'm really scared, guys.
Soup's gonna get you.
In the worst
I
way.
swear, guys, by the end of this, I'm gonna be writing a 30-minute-long script for
No,
Revenge
you're
on
not,
Soup.
because I literally could not. Like I know my limits, and I worked within my means, but like I have no chance of beating Soup in any way next year, except maybe teams, and that will not be of my own volition. Yeah, the Soup God is quite the adversary.
It's real.
And someone I did not
Be
intend
afraid,
to anger.
Be very afraid.
In the first place, I did not intend on challenging them last year.
And
but
yet
they only
we
had
did.
2
we have
weeks.
Poked the bear.
Yes.
Oopsie.
Hey, you know what? You know what I will say? Poking the Bear has gotten a fuck ton of fan art, so worked out.
That is very true.
Silver lining?
But now we know what they're super capable of, and I'm just like, oh dear.
Amazing. The problem is that they joined halfway through. Less than half, like more than halfway through. They only had 2 weeks. They had 2 weeks and they did 50 attacks in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They did 50 attacks in 2 weeks. Guys, 50.
It was crazy.
50 attacks in 2 weeks. I did 54 attacks over the course of the entire month.
That was quite a lot, not gonna lie. At least we thought it was a lot.
In the server
and
I
Soup
know
showed up.
Soup from, right? In the server I know Soup from, they literally were like, I joined the art fight, and I was like, cool, let me find them on there, and I'll probably do, we'll do like a swap, right? Yeah, yes, Pastry Puff. And of those 50 attacks, one's included an entire minute of the animatic of all of my boys.
Yep.
Multiple, like a couple different comic ones. Called the
Several,
Good
in
Spot
fact.
Show. That's beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god. But, good, Esther.
Hype.
Yeah, Soup is a speed demon in the scariest of ways.
Soup is just built very different.
That's why I'm using I'm gonna use the paper demon with Flare to try and up my speed, specifically solely for attacking Soup. I will not be doing it for everyone, because I do obviously have
the training
my own
montage starts now.
I have my own art fight goals I do every year, but I have a specific Soup related goal, and that is to keep up at their level, at that level.
Can it be done? We shall see.
We still got a quarter left, Destruck. I think a third left, actually.
Just about.
But yeah, it's definitely a scary prospect, and we're not even a month out of art fight, and I'm like, I do hope Soup puts up the character they did the art that you drew for the art trade, Mason, on their art fight. Because I've drawn that character before. It's one of those like double-edged sword things. I don't want to put other characters on my art fight, but I do have characters that are specifically like related to other people's characters sometimes, where I'm like, oh, that would be fun to like have, so like those people can attack those characters specifically, but I'm like, but I don't want them available for anybody else. That would be an interesting feature. I don't think that'll ever happen, nor do I really want that, but that would be an interesting feature of like private characters. If anyone's pretentious, it's you. I don't think anyone's pretentious. We don't even have serpentious. What am I doing?
We don't.
That's how your hat works, is it?
Nah, not pretentious. You
There we
like
go.
what you like. Nothing wrong with that.
I think pretentious only ends up... I think you can only end up being pretentious based on how you interact with other people. What is even the definition of pretentious?
I'm pretty sure if you suddenly start acting like you're better than everyone else, that falls in the definition of pretentious.
Yeah, attempting to impress by affecting greater importance, talents, culture, or anything than you actually possess. So, no, you're not pretentious at all.
No.
I know, Estruck, but I don't think there's even an if.
I feel like people are using pretentious as like a catch-all term, like if you're into anything that's not like mainstream, it's like, oh, you're being pretentious. It's like, no, you just like what you like.
No, people are contrarian though.
See, but that's something different.
Shine bright like a diamond. That's what the winning thing is. Ooh, that means I have to wait for the little crown one to shove on the crown option to shove them on my little banners and stuff on my art fight.
Ooh, yes,
thing.
yes.
I love my art fight profile. It looks so pretty.
That's always the goal, to have the prettiest looking profile.
Yeah, such a vibe. Sparkle on, and which was Crystal's loyalty.
That's cute.
And then I got, while we devoting our full time to floating under the sea for seafoam loyalty. Lovely.
Holy shit. Ori, did you know there were escape rooms at Anime NYC?
I did not.
Apparently there were escape rooms.
There was so much stuff there. That's kind of...
There really was.
I definitely, like, in my, like, personal thing, I'm very much like, I have to treat big cons just, like, as a fun, like, merch shopping place, because I there's too many things. And I really gotta say, I could not do a con for multi-days. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. Maybe at, like...
I didn't mind doing a con for multiple days.
But did you stay there?
I did stay there. Because I did want to check out everything, and I found a lot to do.
Yeah, no, well, I meant, like, you stayed near, like, you didn't have to park every day. You didn't have to drive in every day.
I had to take the train every day. But I didn't have to worry about parking. So not what we did.
Because I definitely couldn't do what we did. And again... was it Anime Boston only Saturday,
then you also
Sunday?
factor in price as well, because parking garages suck.
Yeah.
Was the struggle. They did, Soup. They did. Welcome back.
Maybe we'll be on the next. Maybe we'll be on the same team next year, Soup. Don't say this.
I'm sorry, Fossils.
I'm afraid.
I'm sorry.
We're so scared.
No, we're not.
You lied. You're awake.
We're feeling confident.
I'm afraid of Soup. This is. I have no shame.
Oh, there's a
I do. Deep in my heart of hearts, Soup, I fucking do hope we're on the same team next year, because, like, whatever victory I eked out this year is just not humanly possible next year. And that's why you're Soup and not a person.
I mean, Ori would know better. She is the artist. I only
Well, hey, I'm
wrote
gonna be
words
using
to go along
next
with
week
the art. So
on Thursday.
maybe I'm underestimating the powers of soup.
Next week on Thursday, we start our Paper Demon training montage monthly streams. So
Yes,
maybe by art fight next year.
we gotta
We shall win.
train up.
And Soup, make sure to scroll all the way to bottom to vote about the teams for next year.
Yes.
I
Right
know
now
we
you
do
can only
friendly
vote
fire.
between old or new, but that's still something.
Yeah, so what my plans, let me look at my calendar I made for easy plans. You got lots of new shit and new series happening now. So tomorrow will be the last making time for indie. Not tomorrow, Thursday. I told you I had no idea what fucking day it was.
Yeah, it's not
be
not
the last
Thursday
making
as much as
time
I wish it was.
for indie. Because I really want to do the physics. I just want him to wiggle a little bit. I just want him to wiggle a little bit. When I move it around, I just want a little physics to it.
Soup, those are fighting words.
What?
Attack on Paper Demon.
Can you attack on Paper Demon? Is that a thing?
I know you can team up with others to attack a boss. I didn't think you could attack each other.
I don't think you could attack each other. I feel like that's not the vibe of the thing.
You leave Rika
Yes,
Reedy alone. She
don't
wasn't
be
built for
disenfranchised
this.
for our fight.
She wasn't built for fighting. She was built for librarianing.
No,
and
you did very well, Allie. I didn't realize you hadn't read the comic at that point. You did really well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's an art fight.
You got really
art fight is
close,
attacking
Allie.
each other. Paper Demon, we can attack with our character. Like, you can put other people's characters in the things, and I do plan on doing that for people in chat who are part of Paper Demon. My goal will be to draw the characters with the character we create.
I think Soup is declaring war on me in DMs. I mean, Soup, if you do figure out how to do it, all the power to you.
But
all the power to you.
Yeah, so the first Thursday of every month, the goal will be to make it
scared.
Paper Demon stream. And so it'll be again, we're gonna make Flare into a full color character, and you guys will help decide all of the features as we draw him, and you guys can help decide like what he'll be doing as we complete the quests, right? I want to make it collaborative storytelling with you guys.
Joke's on you, Soup. I only have one character so far.
So I will explain
it. That's not a whole lot of cannon fodder.
I will explain it a lot next weekend when we're actually doing it. But basically, it's a art or writing.
It's an art and
RPG.
writing RPG.
So you're basically
and
playing...
how that works is...
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, who wants to explain
it? You could do it. You've actually done stuff with it, so go ahead.
I've done a couple things. I've played around with it. I haven't gotten too deep into it yet, but I have filled out the first prompt. So basically, it's a way for you to work on creating your OCs, because what they do is when you start, they'll provide you with different prompts. For example, my first prompt was, where did your character come from? Were they made?
Soup.
Were they found? Did they arrive in town? Like, think about that. And you could either write it out, or you could draw it, or you could do what Pastry Puff did, who did a little bit of both, which I thought was really cool. And you build that character. One of the ways you participate in boss battles is you write or draw a prompt about your character facing off against that boss. And then there's different criteria for it. If you're writing, you have to hit a certain number of words. If you're arting, then you need to do a certain number of things in order for it to qualify. So very similar to Art Fight in that regard. But they'll tally up the points, and then you get rewards for it that you can use later. Like equipping potions to your character, equipping items.
It's basically
There's a way to do team attacks as well, because you can assign an element to your character when you first create them, and different elements when combined do different things. So that's really cool.
It's basically a
It's
fancy
pretty in depth, which is really fun.
It's you taking a character and they give prompts that are in fantasy, you know, RPG style vibes, and then you complete the prompts with your character, and in completing the prompts you get experience, levels up, you know, items, all the sort of stuff. And they have new prompts every week and all this sort of stuff, and you can have multiple characters and everything. But it's a way to just sort of have a character that you can go through and write about, or, you know, learn about and draw about, without having to actually, like, have any pressure or time anything or anything like that. And then there's boss battles, this sort of thing. You can explore other worlds. They have, like, different environment areas and everything. And you'll see the site when we do it next Thursday, the 2nd. Not the 2nd. The 4th. And that'll be really, really nice. And so you'll see, so Allie, you can obviously join in the meantime, but we'll be going through it during, yeah, exactly, sounds great. We'll be streaming on Thursday. My goal, I have like 2 so I'm gonna make it Flair, our little chat avatar, but he's gonna be a caller vibes, because I'd wanted to do that before and we didn't really get very far. And I want to actually have that be a real thing.
You want to revisit
and
that
because
idea.
I want you guys to have input with it, and if you guys do have characters, I do want to have him interact with your characters in the RPG as well, in the Paperverse. And then oh, there's a fly, hold on, he's in my face. Oh. Got it.
Oh no,
I think I got him. No, I did not. And but yeah, it can be art or writing. You don't have to be locked into one, so if you do both, you can just pick which one you want to do at any time, but you don't have to have any art at all if you are just a writer. Totally viable for the thing as well. But my goal with it will specifically be prepping to fight Soup. And what I mean by that is specifically, I will be trying to draw very fast and loose when it comes to Flair.
We're working on
specifically
speed.
Because we are working on speed at the level and quality that Soup manages to get at roughly the rate that they do, specifically with the intent to somehow keep up with them. But also, in addition, should help me with my backgrounds overall. Yeah,
so
Ellie,
multiple
maybe
birds with one stone.
Yeah, and so the plan is to do that every first Thursday of every month. So, you know, it will be a consistent thing on a Thursday streams, but it won't be, of course, every week. Mostly because I don't want to do it every single week, and I want to do other things. But that will make it work that way. Other things that we'll be doing, we will still be having making time, but in addition to that, because Dylan is getting out of the mines very soon, and that will make non Ace Attorney capable Friday streams much fewer and far between. And while that's a good thing because we love Ace Attorney, we have a lot of ideas for Ace Art Attorney, and I really don't want to have to sit on them forever, because we're doing stuff on Fridays. No, Soup, you can't train. You're a god. You hit peak. This is what it is in my head.
Soup, you're already trained.
Soup, you're at peak.
You don't need to do more.
I don't want to... I don't want to think about it. You're still traumatized by the Benjamin Woodman thingies. It's a good one. Hey, and I didn't think of that idea. It was Mars, I'm pretty sure.
What did I think of? Hold on.
How Ben Woodman's long fingers are controlling Trillo.
Are you sure that wasn't a Dylan?
It was definitely not me, is all I'm saying. I just drew it. It was not my idea. But
Struck, I've had throat lozenges, I've had my tea, my voice is good.
She'll be okay. She'll be okay. No, it's not your fault if you improve the soup. No.
And then immediately I swallow my tea wrong. Damn it.
No. I just hope to be able to,
You're not allowed to improve soup.
I just hope to, I hope to also up it for specifically attacking you. But also because I do think it'll help me with backgrounds. Because I will say, I kind of hate doing them. And the way that you do backgrounds is very nice. Because it's very loose. But it still gives everything. So, yeah. These are the goals. You'll be there to train me. Indeed. Indeed. This is so cute, pastry. Ugh.
I need to go see.
It's great when D&D groups have more than one artist in them. But
I mean, that sounded like a foolproof plan on paper, pastry. I can't possibly see how that would go wrong.
My brain died. What was I saying? So we will be having Ace Art Tourney streams on one Thursday a month as well. Usually it'll try to be the last Thursday of the month. However, with things like Thanksgiving and Christmas landing on the last Thursdays of November and December, they will be a different time. They will be a different Thursday. Probably the Thursday before that, depending on how everything goes. But because I really want to do Court Everything, which is us making Date Everything-esque characters for Ace Attorney items. I'm so fucking excited about doing that. So Lucky Soup. And this is no shade on Mars and the other people in my table, but I'm the only artist.
I mean, this is true. The most I could do for our characters is write them obituaries if they pass.
I've only had one character pass.
If there's a like a moment in like a newspaper is sharing a moment about one of the characters, I could write that.
Mars gives me enough with the I mean, I will never be against epilogues, Mars, even if they're not obituaries, but like epilogues.
I'm pretty sure we did do an epilogue.
Talked about one for Miss Molly and like Corey. I know we like discussed one. Which are always fun.
Items in post-haste. Untitled document, maybe this is it. No. This is not
100% Soup. The options will be defense attorney's badge, prosecutor's badge. I definitely want to, like, Luminol's gonna be an option. It'll be similarly set up like, Pass to Smash, where you guys vote, and then we get to vote on what their gender identity will be, because, you know, very specific in Date Everything. They have the very specific, you know, male, female, and non-binary characters. So we definitely want to get that in there. We can all vote on that. So I very much want to do that. But there's just a bunch of different Ace Art Tourney things. You know, there's a ton of Pass to Smashes, of course. Like I said, there'll be more than one Court Everything. We still, of course, have the Edgeworth Faithful redesign. We, of course, have the other Weird Girls and Detectives. We'll eventually have
them out.
The Age Up ones. So I just don't want to have it be where it's like, oh, we're playing games every Friday. I don't want to wish, you know, Mars or Dylan getting sick and having to do it instead.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm not. So I just want to get it in there anyway. So those will be the things. Because they get pinned. Oh, so does it make the pins bottoms? Yeah, that's what we'll say.
I see.
Ooh, and then we can rope Mars into this with court everything. I can force her to write dialogue.
Yes, this is very true. You say force as if I wouldn't happily do it.
Everything's violent, Mars. I dock your pay. I forced you into the writing mines. We're violent over here. We participate in art fight, for goodness sake.
And then you fed me tea and gave me a place to sleep on Friday night, so it's all balanced.
Yeah, don't bring my kindness into this. I'm a horrible boss. I'm the worst boss you've ever had.
You got me food for lunch. You got me a Sakura refresher. Oh my goodness.
No. So violent, you consume everything? Yeah, exactly. You just nom it all.
Soup.
Ooh.
I write nothing but dialogue. That is all I write anymore. It is all dialogue. It is all speaking.
I make Mars write only That's what I really make her do. Well, except for birthday presents.
Because I do write the summaries for each comic entry.
And birthday presents are all Mars.
Oh, yes.
So Mars got to write shit for that.
For Christmas, I'm unfortunately going to be very cheap with Ori. She's getting a fanfic from McFanfics.
Which is honestly something I need to draw at some point, is fucking Mars's avatar working at a place called McFanfics. Because it's the best. She's done it multiple times when we like joke about like Ace Attorney fanfics in the chat. We're like, oh yeah, with a dash of this. And Mars is like, all right, anything, would you like to supersize that? Like, God, I need that. I need that so bad, but I'm the only one that can do it. Well, obviously not the only one, but like it's on my list, you know? I know, I'm the worst boss, Allie. Nobody wants to work for me. We don't have an intern, we just have Mars, so I'm throwing Mars out the window, I guess.
I don't want to be thrown out the window.
I'm a bad boss! This is what happens in bad boss places.
I got wings! I mean, no, you know what? I can take all the posters I bought at the con and turn them into wings.
Perfect. Guys, completely unrelated, but Mars just like brought that up. Always go to a con with a friend if you can, especially a friend that likes the same relative shit you like. And the reason for that is because
I was wondering where the fuck you were going with that.
Artists have like buy two get a third one free deals.
They do.
So
Holy
many.
Crap, we took advantage of that.
The amount of free shit we got because we just bought something together. Because we both wanted, like,
we literally bought,
from the same stand.
I want one. You want one. Which one of us wants the free thing?
There was one, the, like, last stand we went to had a link click print that we both specifically wanted. And the reason we wanted it is because, so Mars's cosplay was from the Bryden arc, right? And my cosplay was from season 1. So technically these characters wearing these outfits had never existed
most iconic outfits
together, though, right? Like, in the show, they never existed together. And so, when we saw this print, they were wearing the season 1 and Bryden arc outfits together in the print, and I was like, "This is too."
It was like, how did they know? And how did they fucking know?
But there was like literally like, at least I didn't really know anything else of the art at the stand, and so we got the 2, and they're like, "Oh, you get a third one free," and it's like. Were
they the one that was into Al Hatham sign-out?
Yeah, that's what we got in the end.
Okay,
we got the Al Hatham sign-out because it was like those are characters, like we see sign-out, we recognize sign-out. But
I did recognize some of the other ships they had.
I didn't.
They had some Yuri Genshin ships, which
they were all ships.
I am here for, but not enough to have a poster of them on my wall.
I think it was literally "Oops, all ships."
No, it really was "Oops, all ships" because they had Raiden and Miko. I'm pretty sure they had Niguang and Beidou. They had Jean and Lisa, and it's like. Don't get me wrong, I like those ships, but just not enough to put on my wall, you know? Like, if something's
that's what I was
going on
trying to
my
say. I was
wall,
like,
it's
Mars-
gotta be something I am super attached to and absolutely love and
And
adore.
sadly, the Genshin ships that we are Ito, Garo,
Itogoro,
I'll hate them,
I'll hate them,
Kave,
Kave, Sino Tainari,
Nuvolette, and Rosalie.
Nuvolette and Risley, yes,
Those are the big ones.
so good.
And none of those.
Zhongli and Child is okay. I've never been super here for that one.
I've seen it, you know. Okay.
Kaya and Albedo I do have a soft spot for, because I see the vision.
Ikimaru does a lot of Child and Scaramouche, so I'm unfortunately kind of on that one. And it's literally all Ikimaru's
I can't
fault.
imagine Scaramouche with anyone until he gets rid of all his baggage.
I have no idea about the
Scaramouche
actual
has the
lore.
Hotzen syndrome where he has way too much baggage to be
Vibe.
with anybody. I'm sorry.
It's one of those things where I literally have the very cursory, you know, fan art fandom level knowledge of everything. So it's just like, they're cute to get, like, you know, when this artist draws them together.
I will admit this. Somebody did Sethos and Wanderers, which is Scaramouche's name after he reforms, fan art. And I was like, I don't ship it, but I see the vision of Sethos being in the desert, doing his thing, and the Wanderers, you know, doing his thing. He's wandering, they just happen to come by. You know, the former Electro turned Animo boy with the Electro boy. I see it. I see the vision.
We love Ito too. Ito's great.
Oh, Ito's great. Fucking love Ito.
Yeah, so that got off tangent, but...
Nalan didn't have a whole lot of ships that I got attached to. I do think Mualani and Kanich has a cute as hell ship name. Pixel Shark. That's too adorable. Love that.
It's one of those things...
Do I like them better as friends? Yes. But is Pixel Shark adorable? Hell yes.
It's one of those things where I, like, see no artists draw any Natlan characters that I follow. So it's just like, I'm not endeared.
The one Natlan character I've seen being drawn a lot is Kanich. And I do really like Kanich. I like his whole deal. The design isn't terrible. Like, I see the vision. And I've been saying that a lot, but like that's the best description I have, in that he still feels like he fits in the world. Mawika and Shilonen broke me. Because one, Mawika has a jumpsuit and a bike in a fantasy world. And Shilonen is rocking jean booty shorts and is a DJ with actual turntables. And we're not talking like Dr. Stone levels of, we have glass and turn that into a record, or we made these out of stones like Fred Flintstone. No, it's an actual goddamn DJ table. And I'm like, that should be in Zenless Zone Zero. What is that doing in my fantasy game? That does not feel fantasy. Also, Natlan is supposed to be a land ravaged by war. Why are they, from what I'm seeing, more technologically advanced than Fontaine, who's supposed to be the more mech-based society? I don't understand that. That confused me world-building wise. I will be honest, I think when it came to the Natlan specific world building, I did enjoy the story quest of Natlan. I did enjoy that your actions had consequences, depending how much time you took would affect how many people died in the war, and that did have an overall impact on how many NPCs showed up during the final cutscene and how many continue to show up in the world. That was clever. I like feeling like the actions actually have a cause and effect and consequences. But the overall world building of Natlan just confused the hell out of me. Like, this does not feel like a war-ravaged land to me. This does not feel like a nation that has been in battle for centuries. It just didn't come across that way. I liked the design. I liked how colorful it was. I liked the mechanic of turning into the different... I forget what they're called, but they're essentially dinosaurs, roughly. But I don't know. It didn't hit. I feel like Fontaine felt like it hit that sweet spot of we have some modern tech, but it still feels like a fantasy.
That's
like it's that balance that
it's
Final
steampunky.
Fantasy has with that steampunk.
That's
it helped
what
it
it
so
is.
much.
No, the
Like,
steampunk
honestly,
is the way to do tech fantasy, and that's
that
always
was
how
the
it
way.
is. Yeah.
And it's like, maybe I could forgive Natlan if they had an explanation. Like, I think I'm more forgiving of Kenichi's design, because even though it is derived from, 8-bit video games and it has that pixel inspiration, his companion, the little dragon, Ahau, that's how you say that. Like, he's made out of this, I'm going to call it miasma. That's not what it's called in Genshin, but that's essentially what it is. He's made out of this miasma. So he can take any form he wants, and it just so happens to be a pixelated dragon. Like, that's a suspension of disbelief I can believe. But you suddenly give me Mawika in a jumpsuit, riding a goddamn motorcycle. It sticks out. It sticks out, and it really took me out of the moment. And what adds into insult to injury is that she's really fucking good in battle, which I hate, because I don't want to use her. She ruins my immersion. I don't want to use her. But she trounces all the enemies. This is cruel. How dare. Oh. That's a personal pet peeve of mine. I'm sorry. When I play fantasy, I want it to feel like a fantasy.
Share.
If I wanted to play a
sci-fi
futuristic game, I would just play Zenless Zone Zero. Because that's what that game was created for. They wanted to make a futuristic styled game, more city-based, more town-based, with androids and modern mechanics. I'm like, okay, great. Keep that in Zenless Zone Zero. I don't need that in my game that's meant to be a fantasy. Okay, Lucy. Teleportation? Yes. But also, why not have Mawika, the Pyro Archon, who in canon has been around for centuries and has literally waited for this moment to take down the Abyss? We're told that Natlan is the nation of war, the nations of dragons. We already have the animation for the Traveler assuming the form of the little dinosaurs that roam Natlan. Why couldn't Mawika have a burst that turns her into a dragon?
Yeah.
If you can have the Traveler embody the dinosaurs that roam about the region, why can't Mawika either have a dragon or be a dragon?
See,
how hard could that have been?
That would have been perfect.
Animated her breaking out the bike.
Yeah, literally replace the bike with a dragon. Like, even if it was like the Pokemon Scarlet Violet style, like where it's literally just like a dragon motorcycle, like still would have been better,
It literally would have been so much better. It honestly, because then it would also harken back to the founding of Natlan. If this is a realm that's known for being the nation of dragons or the nation of dinosaurs or whatever the fuck it is, why not have the Archon harken back to that? Have it come full circle. She's waited all these centuries to take down the Abyss. How poetic would it have been for her to fight this big-ass dragon creature, because that's what it is. It's basically a dark snake dragon that you fight in the final battle. Have it face off against this giant red dragon in the background as your little Traveler character and their team are fighting on the foreground. It could have been so easy! It could have been so damn easy! However,
I think that's what always gets me the most worked up. When the answer is I feel right
like the character
there.
Notes got mixed up.
It's
like,
like
I don't know what happened with Natlan design-wise. Chaska, I'm not... Like, I like how her design harkens back to the dinosaurs that raised her. That's kind of cool. Am I a big fan of her burst and her gun mechanic? Not really. I find it more mechanically hard to control, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. Auroron, he's okay design-wise. It's not terrible. I wish they went a little bit further with it. I feel like Aoife is the balance between we got modern, but then I also believe that this character exists in this world. Like, honestly, Aoife was kind of what pulled me back into it, because I was like, okay, now we're cooking with the designs again, because we're using the less is more mentality. We got his hat. We got his coat. It makes sense. He's a ranger. He's basically a dinosaur veterinarian. He's on the field. He needs the hat to protect him from the sun. You got all these elements that are coming together where I'm like, okay, I see the modern influence, but it's not making me question, why does denim exist in Natlan like Shilonen does? I know, it's so cruel that he's not a 5-star, Allie. It's so cruel that they didn't make him a 5-star. I'm hoping to get him on this current banner. We'll see. We'll see. I do have some Primo gems saved. But no, exactly. Or even a fire horse. Exactly, Mason. Like, a fire horse could have been something. But I'm like,
literally make it a Raptorse. I love Raptorses.
It's already programmed into the game. The Traveler can turn into these dinosaurs. Why can't Mawika have a burst where she turns into something else? In fact, no. One of the characters does have a burst where they turn into several characters have bursts when they turn into something else. Fischl has a burst where she turns into her electric raven and flies around the battlefield, and you can control it. So literally just take that template and apply it to Mawika. Who else? You have Linny. On his burst, he turns into his little cat in the hat and hops around the battlefield. The template's right there. A character turning into something else can move around the field and create an effect. Let's see, that's 2 characters so far. Who else has a transformation burst? I'm trying to think. We got Fischl. We got Linny. Those are the first 2 that come to mind. I know there's more.
I saw an artist that took like all the characters that had like, you know, like pets and like little entities like that, and draw the entities as the humanoid characters and then the characters as the entities, and it was really, really cute.
Yes,
it was.
I think I saw that one too. No, okay, so Allie, going off of that, literally when you arrive in Natlan, I guess this is spoilers for Natlan, but this whole thing has kind of been spoilers for Natlan.
Yeah, I think we're beyond.
Sorry, guys. But when you arrive in Natlan, they literally establish that the dinosaurs are seen as companions. And they work alongside, they live in the village, they're taken care of. There's even a whole side quest about like how the little dinosaur you adopt is different from the others and it's very attached to you, blah, blah, blah. Why couldn't every character have a companion? That could have been so easy. Like, honestly, I feel like the best designs out of Natlan, I do like Kniech, and I do like Ahau. Their dynamic is wild. I also find it really funny that in Japanese they're voiced by the same actors for Naruto and Sasuke. So that just makes me laugh my ass off. It's brilliant. But then also it's an interesting backstory. I do like Mualani's design. It works very well for her lifeguard duties, her persona. It's very bubbly. It matches. I do like her shark riding abilities. That feels like it fits in with her tribe. Kachina, based off of, I think she was designed off of, it was either a meerkat or something else, but you see it come through in the design. So it makes sense. She fits in with the tribe of echoes. She has the look. It feels like it fits in, even though she has the drill. Like, I can accept that a drill is something that exists in this world because they could make that. You can't make a motorcycle. I'm sorry. And then Aoife, of course. But those are like the 4 designs I enjoy.
Can I give a really funny but tiny Dr. Stone spoiler?
Sure.
It's so funny that you keep harping on the motorcycle thing, because I literally watched one episode today when I ate dinner, and they're gonna make motorcycles.
Oh my god, let's go! Okay, but here's the difference
really
in Dr. Stone, right?
No,
is that even though it's taking place in a world that's been set back, technologically speaking, the premise is they're working to make that technology better.
I know. It's just
so the
very
suspension
funny.
of disbelief has been there since season 1.
It's just very funny that you keep talking about the motorcycle thing.
That's honestly hilarious.
And it's not,
Honestly, I can't believe I didn't see that coming.
My favorite thing is they're going to get rubber. And it's obviously going to be rubber from trees. So I'm very excited about that.
Epic. This is appealing to Ori in all the ways.
Mm-hmm. I will say, however, they got a new character, and I kind of hate her.
Oof. Is it the pink-haired character? I've seen spoilers for her.
No, she's been around, and she's
okay.
They got really tropey with the girl characters, is all I'm saying. I'm kind of done.
Gotcha. Okay. Duly noted.
Mm-hmm. I have yet to like a new girl character, unfortunately, because they're really fucking tropey right now.
Yeah. Amaryllis was okay. I liked her in the Treasure Island.
No, Amaryllis came again. Treasure Island. I'm still gonna say, love the arc. But the other like female characters we've been introduced in the like America one, they're flat and just kind of nothing really fancy. And then this new one that they just introduced, I find her really, really horrifically annoying in a bad way.
Oh dear.
And I do not like her. She's fine,
Ouch.
you know, like dynamic wise. It's just the way she's done is like, I need you to shut up.
I see. I gotta catch up.
To me, it does not depend on the gender at all, Mason. It is literally just the character has to be written well.
Yeah.
And
no, that's the crux of liking a character.
Literally it. It's literally it.
I'm gonna like it.
Kohaku has ended up fine.
I was reminded why I like Momo and Okaroon so much.
Oh, love Momo.
Watching season 2 of Dandadan. I was like, there's a reason Momo. I love these two.
She's great. Momo ISA is great. Great character.
Ooh, alias, is she like Lemon? The girl you were talking about in Dr. Stone.
So the pink-haired one is closer to Lemon. The new one I'm talking about, she's just like...
I'm very glad Senku is Ace.
Yeah, Senku, my ace guy. The new character that I have no idea what the name is, she like... I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Classic, think of like the kooky, crazy, like goofy character from any like teen show. And it's her dialed up to as tropey as possible. She's still smart. She's like, there's a reason she's here. I understand the reason she's here. But they take the personality too far. See, I always don't understand exactly what that means. I always get like an idea in my head, and then somebody says, "Oh, this person is a manic pixie dream girl," and I was like, "I would not."
Grenade! Hi!
The cool kid is here.
Whoa! Welcome. So, Ori, basically the trope of the manic pixie dream girl is like, usually they're an outcast. They kind of have like they're always portrayed as like they see the world a different way, but like they have the answers
It's
to
not
life,
that.
and like
It's
usually the male love interest sees something different in them.
She is ditzy, dialed up to 11, but she's smart in the one very niche way. She is the leading person in her field. You know, she's like the best teen, whatever, you know, in this area that is helpful to them, is useful to them. That's fine. But the ditz is dialed up to like 92. You know? She makes like the cat mouth face, you know, she says like a lot of stuff that's definitely supposed to be like teen slang from the before times kind of vibes, but like in a cringe way, right? Like it very much feels it's like somebody tried to write.
She's Randy Cunninghaming her way through the
but in like the worst way. In like the worst way. Like she has like it's like I need what she has and I just need it like watered down a little bit. That's really it. Like I just need like it's too much. It's too much. That's it. Maybe, like, you know, it happens in a lot of shows where they introduce a character one way and then they become chiller over time. You know, we've seen that a lot with the characters in Dr. Stone. Like, I think Ryusui has become much chiller over time in how they paint him.
You just gotta give him time to settle.
Yeah. You know, so these sort of things. So I think, but the pink-haired girl that I mentioned, she's basically been relegated into the background right now. Like I feel like we're getting to a point where it's like we're having too many characters. If that makes sense. Like I feel like we're approaching critical mass.
I mean, I imagine they picked up a ton of characters during the America arc.
Yeah, we're approaching critical mass. If I'm being honest. You know, like, well, I feel like that's what we're getting. I think
this is the last arc before they go to the moon.
Yeah.
So I think we're at max capacity.
We're getting to the end. I was surprised we got this additional character. Like, she kind of came out of nowhere. In, like, a sense. Like, it definitely, we're definitely doing, like, feels a little retconny, if that makes any sense, right? Like, we've seen this backstory bit, and then it's like, oh, and now we have this girl, and she was also there at that time for this reason, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, you just kind of shoved her in there. That is the goal, Allie, yeah, that is the goal. My understanding is that the manga itself was very much like an experiment sort of thing with, by the creator, and so there was never really like a full end, so a lot of people were kind of like about how it ended and about how it goes. I'm gonna say like 100% I think Treasure Island arc is still gonna be one of my favorites. I really enjoyed the USA sort of like deal that happened, but it was kind of resolved in a funky way. I'm very curious what we're gonna get to here. So we'll see.
I got some catching up to do. My goodness.
I didn't draw your face.
The more you know.
Good sir.
You gotta give him a face.
And a hat.
How can he yell and torture Axis if he doesn't have a face? Doing good, Grenade. Doing good. Ori and I went to a con earlier this week, which was really fun. We talked a little about that. I had a rant about Genshin and Atlan. We talked about Paper Demon and our plans for that. And then we also had a Laios rant in that as well.
And just general Crouching Moron Hidden Badass.
Yes, because it's the best trope. Fight me.
So good. When done correctly, top fucking tier. When done correctly, top tier.
I'm gonna help you out, Allie. Axis.
Yes.
Unless that was autocorrect that got you.
Because it comes from Taxis. The badger
the
genus.
Genus, I believe, right?
The badger genus. That badger's genus.
Yes.
I could get into a lot
not
of other
the
things.
polite English badger, the feral
I don't know
US
if the
badger.
European badger is also Texas, but I'm pretty sure the honey badger has a different genus.
Tree!
Hello, tree!
Microwave tree?
Yes, microwave tree.
We are winning.
Unless you're not microwave tree, but all signs point to microwave tree.
I'm pretty sure you are.
Ah, no, the European badger is a different genus as well.
Oh, what's the genus?
Meles.
Meles.
They're all the same family, that's for sure. Yeah, badger.
Meles almost sounds like it could be a name on its own.
Yeah, badger, badger genera are Arctonix, hog badgers, Meles, Eurasian badgers, Melogale, ferret badgers, Melivora, honey badgers, Cametotaxis, extinct North American badgers.
Oof.
And Taxidea, North American badgers, which is where you get taxus, which I think is, I think the American badger is taxus. Yes, taxus. Taxus. It means it's the holotype. And, ooh, and there's a different, there's a group of animals that are actually in the skunk family instead of the badger family that is considered, that are common named stink badgers.
So, Allie asked an interesting question here.
Oh, yes.
A crouching idiot, hidden badass done wrong. I feel like the biggest fallout with that is you either go too far idiot and not enough badass, or too much badass and not enough idiot.
I think it's when...
But an example of that...
I think pick very...
That's really hard.
I would say Natsu Dragon Eel is not... Really? He's not representing in the way that is good. He's very flat, Crouching More and Hidden Badass. He's a fun time.
Well, see, if we're talking about layered serious, Crouching Moron, Hidden Badass. Yeah,
well, I'm assuming that Allie is talking about specifically writing
David Bowie.
Their
David Bowie is a failed Crouching Moron, Hidden Badass.
No,
is that what we're saying?
They're talking about stuff. Jar Jar. I can see Jar Jar in there. To me, it's
okay,
like
but Jar Jar was never a badass.
Oh no, but he kills all those droids.
That's the thing.
He's very good at killing all the droids.
But it's not done in a way that he locks in.
Yeah, or looks.
That's
cool.
where I think the Crouching Moron, Hidden Badass separates itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he takes out the droids is happy accident.
I think it leans a lot into
it's not so much through like he locks in and gets shit done.
I think it leans a lot into when the characters like when okay, again, I'm trying to think of like a specifically like just fully bad one. The reason I say Natsu is a bad one is because he's very one note, right? He is dumb everywhere, but he is a good fighter. He's not necessarily good at strategy, like that's very important here. He is just very strong, and he has the power of friendship. So there's no logical reason for him to be like, he's just a strong guy with the power of friendship, right? He's fun to watch him fight. If I'm being honest, sometimes the goof goes too far, but like, he's very one note, and I'm not watching him
Night Mason
because he's a goodnight Mason, like a deep, having like he's not a realistic character like I talk about when I talk about liking Crouching More and Hidden Badass. He's just seeing the flip is enjoyable, and you always know he's a strong guy from the beginning, so it's not sudden. That's a big thing. I think you need to set up that the Crouching Moor and Hidden Badass is good at the thing they need to be good at, because if you're unless the whole goal is to kind of be blindsided because you're trying to make a point to like not judge the book by the cover, right? Because that is something you can do.
And some shows definitely do.
That is something you can do. But like you need to like it's set up Laios being smart at the thing that he's smart at, right? He has this book. Now it's played off as a joke kind of at first, right? Oh, he has this book and whatever. But him being really knowledgeable about monsters makes sense starting back from the beginning because he has been shown to be doing the research, right? And then it plays out throughout. And then on top of that, he's not just a dork, he's not just a failure at everything else. He's a normal person most of the time, but he's just particularly bad at social interactions, despite his very deep desire to be friends with everybody. Right? Which is very the autism coded, right? He's got his hyperfixation and he's really bad at the thing. Yes, that too. Patient press is very, very, very important. That plot twist thing of the don't judge by the book by the cover bit only works that first time. And then you need to make sure.
So then you got to make sure there's longevity to keep interest in the character.
You have to
now you've played your card, and you've probably played it early in the series.
I think Ron is a very good example of really close to the line, right? And the reason I think it's very close to the line is because if you made Ron fuck up too much, he turns from endearing to a nuisance. So when he would lock in, it would be like, oh my god, finally he's actually like doing something. But they walk this very fine line where all the times Ron is like goofing around, it rarely is the hinging point of the deal. And when it is the hinging point of the deal, it's specifically to make a point how Ron and Kim are out of sync, right? It's specifically like they're having a particularly bad time in the Stitch in Time special, right? It is very much this fine line. But him losing his pants to the grappling hook doesn't affect their ability to get the job done, right? You watch him fight Draken, another non-physical, goofus of a character, but that makes them evenly matched, so he is being effective in that space, of the whole deal, right? Exactly. He does deliver, and he does not ruin it, right? Like, I think that's very important because it's a fine line to walk with being a goofy character. And I think a lot of times this is a fine line you walk with anything with comic relief. And that is when you tip so far that they've gone from haha funny fun time look at the boy failure to you are a nuisance, why are you here, I wish you were not a part of this, right? Like this is not the time, like being stupid to the point where it's like, oh no, you're so like unhelpful that you're actually a hindrance. That's like where you really get to be a problem. This can happen in like
or even like you're the cause of the problem.
Yeah, exactly, Allie. Yeah, the cause of the problem. I think this is something that a lot of players have issues with when you do TTRPGs. They want to be the goofy fun character, or they want to go against the grain, but if they're actively making issues for the party, for the rest of the party, doing things, their goofy stunts and everything are actively harming the goals of the party
and the experience.
This goes from a funny fun time to that character not wanting to be there. Yeah, and that too, pastry puff. But like, we still take Ron on the fights. But how do you see him fighting? He's running away, right? he's running away. Maybe he does do a fumble, but the fumble falls into an equally matched character, Draken's hands, right? And you watch Draken and Ron slap fight. It's funny. It shows they're both not the fighting people, while you have Kim and Shigo going ham and being the kung fu masters and doing all crazy stuff. Ron and Draken being leveled. Canadian Lucifer, Crystal 1!
Hi,
Did you
Canadian
see?
Lucifer!
Canadian Lucifer, Crystal 1!
Team 1!
Crystal 1! Yeah, exactly, Allie. And the Ron factor was a whole deal and all this sort of stuff. But like, I think it's very important. He is goofy in a way that doesn't make you feel like, oh, idiot, why'd you do that?
By
exactly.
him.
Sokka has similar moments. Sokka having moments with the boomerang, you do always come back, is goofy as fuck. But like, he did a thing, right? You know, like he's doing
He's
the
still
moments.
allowed to be competent.
Yeah.
And even in moments where he's not, you see him wanting to be competent, and then not only wanting to be competent, but actively working to be competent.
I also think
I feel like that makes a difference as well.
That's important. There's a difference between the character being inept and the character actively being the so random, right? Because there's a difference between a character that is like, I have been set up to not be as good at the fighting things. I am not a good coordinated character, right? So when I trip over the random thing on the ground, it's like, oh shit, he didn't do that because he's being, you know, negligent or not paying attention or anything. It's because, oh, nope, we've set this up. Ah, dang it. You know, ah, darn, right? But he was trying the whole time, etc. There's this hateable because how they're written. Yes, exactly, Pastry Puff. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We should call the Crushing Born Hidden Badass Checklist the Ron Factor. So that means Himbo should just be called Cronkies. I don't know.
Cronkies.
Well, Kronk is quintessential Himbo.
Oh, that's true.
You can also see, I don't know if I would say necessarily that, you know, and it depends on the memes, and there is an episode or two of Scooby-Doo that does have Shaggy being the badass, because that's where the memes came from. But Shaggy is a very good, and Scooby are a very good example of a comedic duo that doesn't make you hate them. They're running away because they're not good at being brave, right? They're silly. They're doing silly, goofus things. But sometimes that silly goofusness works, like cross-dressing, or like pretending to be the sandwich, or like, you know,
it's
hiding out
shown
somewhere.
That when push does come to shove and they see their friends in danger,
They
like
step
I'm thinking
up.
back to the original Zombie Island movie, they do step up.
They step up.
And
yeah.
that is so important.
So yeah,
like even going back to Dr. Stone with Kinro, he is a coward in every sense of the word. He is a sleazebag, but he does eventually make the decision, like, fuck it, I got to step up for my friends. I got to do this in the Treasure Island arc, and you know that gets him
this
some
is
points.
interesting. And the reason that I think I don't like Ginro is because he seems to have regression. There's a difference.
That's the big one.
Right. There's a difference between...
Especially when he was basically given his own servant.
Yeah, there's a difference between... And this is a fine line to walk as well. There's a difference between having moments where the character gets to show off the skills that they do have and happens to come in handy in certain ways. That's Laios a lot, right? Laios gets to show off his monster knowledge, which is very helpful in the circumstances where they are fighting monsters, right? But him then still being bad at social interactions makes sense because they are unrelated to each other. He didn't have social having social interactions growth to overcome something and then go back to it, right? So I think separating the part that makes them moron and the part that makes them badass is important, in the sense of that they shouldn't have character growth in a way that then would mean that you have to negate all that to go back to being moron. That,
no,
when Ron
100%
has his good moments, we understand that the mystical monkey power is not something he is trained for, and it just sort of happens, right? Like, he has these moments where he can step up, but it's not because he trained, and then it doesn't make sense as to why he's still shit at it. We have a little bit of a training arc that shows he's still not good at it, but it does show that he's got a little in there. It's in there, but him still being uncoordinated doesn't negate that. Him being really good at baking doesn't negate him being uncoordinated in battle, right? And so those are very... I think there is a fine line that it can go wrong.
It's definitely a fine line.
I think it's actually very easy to do. I think that the problem is when you're doing it forcibly, if that makes sense. Right? When you're doing it, when you're trying to force a character very specifically into a very small mold, right? And I think this happens with any tropes, any cliches, anything like that. Desiring to perfectly fit a character into one single trope or cliche is just a bad idea, and you should never do it. Outcast is definitely themed around the idea of the trope of the 5-man band, right? There are 5 pirates, including Hudson. He ends up being the 5th, right? This is the 5 main group. But they do not perfectly fit the classic 5-man band groupings. There's ones that lean into there. You can definitely maybe I can sort it.
You someone's
this
the lancer, someone's the leader, someone's the fighter.
But they're not rigid in that. The character comes first. And if, say, having Ferrix do something that would be more of a heart moment than the Lancer moment, he should do that because that's what his character would do. He shouldn't be forced to be the Lancer because he's the Lancer, right? I think that's a very important thing to do. Exactly.
That sounds like it happened
Pastry
in
Puff.
last night's episode.
Exactly. It did.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that episode.
Great Ron episodes. But exactly, Pastry Puff. Yuri was honestly way better than Ron the whole time. And that's how it should be. Same with, he couldn't just fight, I can't remember his, Fukushima Zuko, voiced by Dante Bosco. Fukushima, one-on-one without his little outburst.
Of course Dante Bosco had to be in there.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And again, it's just Dante Bosco, it's just...
It's always just Dante
I know.
Bosco.
It's so funny, though, to hear. Yeah, exactly, Pastry Puff. But I think that's important with all of them. I also love a Magnificent Bastard. They're great. But if you're trying to force a character to only be a Magnificent Bastard, that's where it goes wrong. And so, we didn't sit down, I would say, Allie, and say, oh, I want Milano to be crouching more on Hidden Badass. It more went... Milano has, in his history, not been very learned. his upbringing. He did not have a lot of schooling. He's illiterate.
And that was informed
right.
by like where he came from,
Yeah.
what his village is
his
like,
whole thing,
everything
the family dynamic,
that would
everything
feed
like that.
into who his character is.
So that made him not intelligent in a book smart kind of way, but he is a leader. He has been a pirate. He has done whatever he's done to become the devourer of the seas. So he must be good at things related to leading, to being a leader that all of these characters that Ferrix and Sinnett and Aster are obviously looking up to their pretty goofy fucking captain, right? Like he must have something there. He must be good at avoiding all the stuff. We'll see. Mars has written a lot of Milano stuff. She's made me draw children. How dare she?
Yes.
So many children. Multiple children.
Lots of children.
Way too many children.
Tons of children.
He's good, friend-shaped. But we didn't sit there and be... this is something very important, Allie. The tropes that you like will come out naturally. Mars and I didn't sit down and say, Outcast is going to have X, Y, Z, A, B, C. We're going to do this, that, and the other thing. We wrote characters we liked. And Mars wrote them to have interactions that they should have, right? That we wanted to read.
Ones that would make sense for their character, but also make sense for the themes of the story.
Experience. Hello, Sylvian. I'm sorry you're coming
Hi,
to the
Sylvian.
end. Local streamer hates children. I hate children. No, I don't hate children.
Oof. Well, Allie, you're not going to get child Milano. You're going to get Milano with children. There is a difference. I do want to clarify.
You can see child Milano in that one animation thing I did. Yes, no, and that's exactly where it goes to Pastry Puff. And that's what, I think that's why characters that are not explicitly, like, labeled as autistic right off the bat feel so real as representatives.
They feel so authentic.
Laios is just a guy that they wrote a certain way, and he embodies it. Same with Mao Mao.
It actually reminds me of like what Disney is doing now, because now that Disney is trying to actively be more progressive, more inclusive,
or less progressive,
they are doing worse than they did when they weren't actively trying and just making their stories. But now that they're actively thinking about it, they're doing worse as a result.
No, exactly. And so, like, it's obviously something to keep in mind when writing your story, to not fall into common pitfalls.
I see you sliding that ending card
I got
up there.
it. I was requested Beb by the person that sleeps in this room.
Beb has been requested.
So, we do have to wrap up, because we could
Passive progressive? Oh, that's good, Estrock. I gotta use that.
That's it. I
That's
love that.
Brilliant.
That's fantastic.
Added to the dictionary.
And so, like, and Allie, I think the very most important thing is just start writing it. Because you can go back and you can change it. And especially with a webcomic, you can go back and change it later. If you find, you need something, you can retcon in a webcomic in an actual way where you can actually retcon it, and not in a way where, like, it's shoved in there, like, and it feels like a retcon, if that makes sense. Like, say I needed to add some sort of detail to a panel in the past, the nature of a webcomic, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so permanent. You
gotta go for it, Allie.
Yes.
Just get that first line.
Sorry,
whatever comes to mind, whatever you want, get it rolling.
Sorry, Sylvian, right at the end.
Oof. It's okay, Sylvian. We're gonna have another stream on Thursday.
Allie, I think what you can do to sort of help is pick a moment from the past, like maybe something that's not specifically going to be in the story, that, like, in the final comic that you want to make, and just write a moment, right? It could be Kai going out for ramen, you know, whatever. Like literally, I know that like
But it'll help you
Star-
get a feel for the characters,
right,
and
and
how
just
they
writing in
talk, how they
general,
sound,
how to make the thing. I know Star of Castoff did something about how one of her characters got his scarf. It's sentimental to him, but it's
Ooh!
unrelated to the story.
You got a working title, Allie. I just saw.
Yes, I just looked. It's great.
Love that.
And it doesn't matter if it's that original. Everything's been done. If you like it, keep it.
It truly has, honestly.
But awesome! And the colors are great. But great, Allie. Progress. I'm so happy that you've been feeling it. But with that, we'll see you all on Thursday for indie. Giving indie physics.
We're making indie wiggle. We're giving wiggle physics.
Giving wiggle physics. All right, guys. We'll see you then. Good night.
Have a good hump day, everybody. See you on Thursday.